Foremost, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Well, salutation and much love to the Akim out there pushing out his word in truth and sincerity. First, Great Millstone Tampa back out here another week. Prophesied the downfall of this place, which at this point, we're just pointing out the obvious.
Yeah.
All right, because what we see going on in the world, we've been out here every week to prophesy unto you these things. All right, the world war that's going on, World War III with Iran. All right, in Israel. All right, these pestilences, diseases that are coming again.
The AI takeover.
The mark of the beast. This digital system that most people don't even know is coming. All right, the lockdowns, all these things are about to be full-fledged in your face to the point where you're not gonna be able to ignore it no more and walk past. You won't even. The time is coming where you're not gonna be able to walk around freely.
Right. You're gonna be getting surveyed.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You're gonna be getting surveyed, and watched. And if you deviate from the path that you're supposed to, or that the norm has been set at, then they're gonna take you down a couple of levels as far as what you have access to. Because that's what this society has created, is try to get approval and access to the things of this world. That's why people portray their lives to be so glamorous on social media, because they're portraying that image of that they have access to this type of lifestyle, but you really don't.
And now with these coming lockdowns, all right, when people start getting universal basic income, guess what? All the free money they're gonna give you is gonna be programmable, so you're not gonna be able to do what you want. So social credit score, all that is to control you people, even more than you're already being controlled. But let's start in 2 Ezra 16 and 17, all right? Because it's only going to get worse here in America, all right? You see what's going on around the world and Asian countries, in Africa, in the Middle East, in South America. That's coming here to America. Food shortages. You already can barely afford to live. What happens when the gas keeps going up? The groceries keep going up. What's going to happen? People are going to start rioting, killing each other for food. So this is just the beginning. This is the beginning of your sorrows. And your life has been going downhill ever since COVID. And guess what? They got a round 2 coming.
Go ahead. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 17. Woe is me. Woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days?
Yeah, and that's the mentality now, because we know who's going to deliver us. But these people have no hope. Yeah, they might even go to church and believe in Jesus or believe in whatever the hell BS doctrine they believe in, but they don't. That ain't comforting them. That ain't telling Jesus in the churches and via the pastors. They ain't telling you about Jacob's trouble. They're not mentioning the mark of the beast or World War III. They ain't telling you what's coming. They telling you it's gonna be all right. Oh, that then they get a script now for the UFOs, which that's all BS. Those files are all nothing but BS. They're not telling you that the true UFOs are the chariots of the Lord. They're telling you it's little green goblins. They're showing you fake pictures, completely fake pictures. Like we don't have AI now. They just I can make them pictures with AI and just say make it look old, like it was taken in 1950. It's not rocket science, but again, it's just more distractions, and these people have no hope. They can barely pay their bills. The men and women have been divided, so everybody's doing their own thing. There's no community, to lean on. The only ones that have somebody to lean on is the elect. All right, the disciple. The Lord said in John 13, This how they shall know who my disciples are, by their love they show one another. In the scripture, that Matthew say 24, that the love of many is waxing cold. So these people are about to be at each other's throats soon. Wait till these prices keep going up, and then you get fired.
People fighting at gas stations.
Yeah, because gas is about to start running out, and you're gonna be and then you're still gonna be required to go to work. Still got to pay your bills.
America's still gonna be at war.
Yep.
So that the fuel that America is able to retain is gonna go, or it's gonna be prioritized towards the military.
Yep.
Before it's prioritized to the regular folk, it's gonna be like the 80s. And a lot of these people don't even remember about the 80s. I wasn't born in that time, but I still know about it. That they had rations. They had a ration fuel out, where you had a voucher for this amount on this day of the week that you could show up at the gas station, man.
And that's why they're gonna be telling you when you can and can't drive. You know, drive on Monday, and Wednesday. They told how one years noticing that the more papers,
Your EBT, all that shit. No longer it used to be vouchers. Then it went to a card. Now it's on your phone.
Yep. And the stimulus check, that was a trial run for, again, this pandemic that's coming. Yep. But again, this time it ain't going to be a paper check or, direct deposit. It's going to be UBI, which, however they're going to do it, stable coins. They might just give it to you through your bank, sure. But most likely it's going to be on your digital wallet that you already have on your phone. And people don't even know it, that they have a digital wallet. It's already been created for you. But guess what? To access it, you're going to need a digital ID. You're going to have to verify yourself through that app that everyone has. If you got a smartphone, hell, even bums on the street got smartphones. So everybody got a digital wallet. And what is this leading to ultimately? The mark of the beast. Yep. And you see the economy shit, and it's only going to get worse thanks to your boy Trump and this war, as the prophecies of the Bible said it would happen. So again, this is just the beginning of your sorrows. Life, as you know, is about to get real hard. And I know it's hard now. You can barely afford things. You got to budget at the gas station. Well, hey, it's going to get a lot worse. Go ahead.
Verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death.
See, that's just the beginning of sorrows, famine. That's starvation. People here in America are going to start starving to death. Just like you see going around the world. It's going to begin with rations, and shortages, up to the point people just start starving.
And a lot of you homeless, man, people have laughed and ridiculed you, but you're about to already have years of experience or months of experience over these people. And you're going to know how to survive, and they don't. It's going to be a lot of this in that day.
Well, they're going to be out of jobs too.
It's going to be volunteers. Yeah. People that want to try to keep the
peace. And they run off of diesel, if I'm not mistaken. And the diesel, shit, they're going to have to start closing down fire departments because the diesel is too expensive.
It costs too much.
Yep. It's not sustainable. And all your tax money's going to war. So they ain't got enough to, they're closing schools down. Shit. Right. So what do you think they're going to keep, shit like that open? Yeah, something like that.
A lot of these companies, a lot of these companies, man, they're getting ready to cut costs in a big way.
Yep.
The company I work for just cut $17 million in salary employees just this year.
You had what is this? Black and Decker, yep, and Stanley, the ones that make the tape measures. They closed down the whole factory. The whole factory went under in one day. Bam. What Coinbase, the exchange, crypto exchange, fired 700 people overnight. Yep. They're just laying people off left and right, and it's way more than that.
And see what's happening too. And I did a little chat GPT questioning, and 99% of the businesses here in America are small businesses. The big corporations make up 0.1% of the business done in America. Now, of course, there are big companies like Kellogg's. They own a bunch of different umbrella shit, but it all goes down to that 0.1. Right. So when this shit gets ready to start getting worse, the businesses that are going to suffer the most are going to be the small businesses. Yep. So if that's the majority of all business in America, a lot of people are getting ready to lose their fucking jobs, man.
And during COVID, that's what happened. A lot of small businesses went out of business. All right, and that's about to happen again with this new. Because now they're saying, see, they're not saying this is not the new COVID, but we got to prevent it. We got to start now, right, with wearing masks and social distancing, like Trump. Yeah, that's all BS, man. Just like all you people that took the jab from C19, the common flu, you're gonna fall for it again. All right, and again, this is just the beginning. America's about to be in turmoil. America's about to become a war zone amongst your own neighbors. And let alone these foreign troops, these foreign entities that despise you Americans for all the atrocities you have been doing across the earth. It's time to pay up. You got to pay up now. Thus saith the Lord. Why don't they tell you that at church? That America has to pay for all its atrocities, chiefly on the Lord's chosen people. The true Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the ones that you have enslaved and discriminated on to this day. Well, guess what? Now everybody's gonna become a nigga.
Real quick. Obadiah, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. That's what's going to come to these nations, especially Esau, Edom. Shame is getting ready to cover it, and we're seeing it now. That the shame is covering these people. Because here it is. Your people rule the earth. The so-called white man rules the earth, and he's got his own people in a low state. I mean, Exhibit B.
Yeah.
Okay? So now you having all your people falling down and becoming as base as the Israelites are. So now you got shame covering these people. Okay? And it's going to get to the point to where you Edomites are going to be catching so much hell that it's going to be very clear who the Lord hates. A lot of people want to act like the Lord don't hate me, so and that's what it says in the scriptures. It tells you that multiple times. So who is this group of people that in the Bible it says the Lord hates?
Well, let's look at what's going on in the world right now. Who's the one dropping bombs? Huh? Stealing and pillaging. What race of people do that? You can't blame the Negroes and Latinos. We don't have no army. We don't have no resources to bomb people. We don't have the capabilities of building weapons of mass destruction. That's the corporate. Get to the root of the problem. Oh, it's the small hats. Yeah, well, you same people though. You're all the same devil. They just threw you under the bus with everybody else. But again, that's why all these things that are coming. He's preparing these, which ultimately is the will of the Lord. But he's the one that's going to put you in these terrible cases, where you can't afford. And people are all over the internet saying it. I can't afford. Is this life? It's not worth it. I'm going to kill myself. People can't afford to live. And it's only going to get worse. If you can't afford to live now, what are you going to do in a week from now? 2 weeks from now?
She's piling up. Yep. It just keeps coming and it ain't going to stop. That light bill's still going to come.
Yeah. And people are months behind on all kind of shit. Debt and all kind of debt. Oh, they're trying to pay your credit card off.
Now is the best time to be a repo man.
Yeah.
People getting repo left and right.
Yeah, exactly. Make some money right now. Being a repo man. Yeah. But what? You got to pay diesel on that too.
Yeah. That's why they coming for you.
Yeah.
They go to the ends of the earth for that.
They'll follow you to Walmart.
Yeah.
Wait till you get out. Go ahead, though. Back to 2nd Ezra.
Yep. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 18. 2nd Ezra 16 and 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
Yeah, bad times, man. Wars, famine. All right. Which again, all these things have already begun worldwide. And now it's you Americans are starting to feel it. But it's going to get a lot worse. All over the world, people are being impacted for what's going on in the Middle East. The Strait of Hormuz. All right. But now you Americans are going to feel it. But when Trump said he don't give a damn, he said, well, we got to pay $8 here. We got to pay $10. It's worth it. Because he don't have to fill up his gas tank. You pay for that. Taxpayers' money. Every time he jumbo jet to Florida every week, you paying for that. But they ain't got no money for you. They ain't got no money for your Medicare or your health care, relief, no stimulus check. What happened to that stimulus check he said he was going to send out?
The tribute or the tribute money. Yeah, but Verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Yeah, this is for punishment. All right, so that our people ultimately can change. These are plagues, just like the Lord did in ancient Egypt. Well, we're in spiritual Egypt, and the plagues continually get worse. All right, to the point where people just they have no choice but to go to Edom for help. At this, woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help. These people are gonna start begging for a solution. That's why Esau's putting a squeeze on people, making it harder just to even live. People living in storage units, living in their car. These people are finished out here, man. Living in a damn storage unit. Hot as hell. If you're in Florida and you're living in a storage unit, you're fucked. Yeah, and that's more money. And then they go to the gym to take a shower. Pay the basic fee for the gym so they can shower in there. Finished, man. Or they try to have to move back in with family, and the family they're like, nah, hell nah. We broke too.
Hey, now you got it where the trend where women are starting to live in the gym.
Yep.
They're going to, the restroom, the women's restroom, they shower, brush their teeth, and they be sleeping in there too.
Yep.
Or then they'll find a truck stop. They're 24/7.
Of a lot lizard.
Yeah. Hey, well, hey, you wanted to be a pop that ass on the internet. Well, you're gonna have to start popping that ass in real life.
Yep.
All bad and independent. All that spirit of I don't need a man is gonna be crushed in these coming days. See, we don't even know. We just living day by day now because anything can happen at any moment, man. More bombs are gonna get dropped soon in Iran. Things are just gonna get progressively learned, and when that happens, overnight, just because we've already seen it, overnight, gas go up 20, 30, 40, 50 cent. So in some places. So wait till this war really get going again, which it really never stops. But wait till it gets mainstream. Oh, and they show the footage of, the infrastructure getting blown to smithereens. Just like that, you're going to wake up and gas is going to be through the roof. You're like, fuck, I should have put gas in yesterday. Now you on empty and you got $18 in your bank account and that gets you 2 gallons. And you're like, damn, I can't even make it to work. No. Go ahead,
Yeah, this brother has something.
It's really a race for time. Because the longer this war continues, the worse it's going to be off for your Americans, man. All right? They already told you, even if the war were to stop today, you're still going to feel the effects.
Hey, perfect, because I was going into it, trying to learn about the oil rigs and all the pumps. They're getting to the point where they're where they store the oil out there in the Middle East. It's getting full, so they have to turn them off eventually because if not, all that pressure is going to go back to the wells and the pumps, and it's going to cause damage. So if they do turn it off, it's not just a switch you flip and it starts pumping oil. But if they don't, then it's going to blow not blow it up, but it's going to damage a lot of shit. That's what Trump will talk about. Oh, they're almost going to be full. It's going to blow up. And it don't work like that. But so it could take months, if not years, to get it operating again. So it's over. And a lot of them, the refinement centers have been blown up. So even if you can pump it out of the ground and transport it, where you going? The refineries have been blown up. So then you would have to take it to China to get it refined, and who knows how long that'll take. So we know it ain't gonna stop. There is ceasefire, no truce, peace talks. All that is out the window. Iran, they ready to go. Trump did all this peace talk just so they could restock, and bring in more troops into the region. But this ain't stopping anytime soon, man. It's gonna stop when the Lord returns.
Sure, right. There's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 14 and verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. This devil evil to his own people, man. So you Jake's really expecting some kind of stimulus check, some tariff check. Still waiting on the bonuses to come through.
Yep.
But his own people are suffering, man. All right? The stingiest person in the world. He can't even take care of his own people. Then you, Jake, looking to him. When you should be turning to the Lord for help.
Yeah, the stimulus checks were a test run. They're going to give you a stimulus check, all right. It's going to be UBI, but that's to control you, That's just going to be to impose more control upon you. Like Aaron Richard said, total control, man. You think all these smart devices was to make your life better, you're going to find out it's going to be to control you. Smart fridge, smart AC, smartphone. That shit been tracking your every movements. And getting a database has been, being built on you, on all these Americans. So now with AI, you won't even have to look. When these lockdowns happen again, they're gonna tell you you don't even need to go to the grocery store because your smart fridge can order it for you, and it can just use your money and tell you what you can and can't buy. And just replenish it, and then the damn automated vehicle comes and drives it to your house.
Right.
A little robot come to your door and give you your three bags of groceries for the month. Because that with the UBIs, you're gonna get the floors and go to Miami with that. No, it's gonna be the bare necessities that you need if you're lucky. Because it's gonna be all about compliance. And again, the money's gonna be programmable. The free money they're gonna give you is gonna be programmable. You ain't gonna be able to go buy a bottle of Hennessy. Nope, that's for your light bill. That's gonna be $600. But hey, people don't know what's coming, so they're gonna get taken like a thief in the night, and they're gonna have no choice but to comply, or they're gonna die. You know, and then ultimately, where's it leading to? The mark of the beast, the hour of temptation. We see it plain as day. It can't be any clearer at this point. So if you can't see it, it's because you either sold out. You know, talk about Israelites. You either sold out, or the Lord just blinded you. He don't want you to get it, because you're gonna end up taking it. Famines. That's gonna make people get in line real quick. Food shortages. And people already talking about fuck it, I'll walk to work. So, you know, people are gonna be able to do some extreme changes real soon. Like, yeah. Yeah, something.
Yeah, no, this
This brother has.
Oh yeah.
Dropping to verse 7, it says, "And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. And at the last, he will declare his wickedness." Yeah, and you're going to notice the devil, man. All right? But the prophet's been telling you the whole time, you don't want to listen, you're going to have to find out the hard way. All right? When you got to go to him for the one of all things, he going to lay you down and stick a chip in you, man. Okay? Then you're going to find out, oh, man, they were warning me about this the whole time, and here I am with a chip in my hand, man.
Yeah. Sitting in a FEMA line waiting for your box of food for the week. Yep. Your block of cheese with your dry milk and a gallon of water. Yeah. Frozen maggots. You get a bag of coffee, you see the roach sneak in through the beans and shit, the coffee beans.
The 3D printed meat.
Yeah.
And you already eating it. You're already eating it, man. The 3D, you know, come on, man. They ran out of chicken long ago. Unless you buy in top price chicken, you eating some 3D grown meat, man. That's why it tastes weird. A little too chewy. They've been using it. Cat printed, you know, meat. There's one guy did a video, you know, those steak trucks that be driving around, they sell you a box of steaks. He said he read the ingredients. He said, well, beef steak shouldn't have ingredients. They had a whole list of ingredients. That shit ain't real meat, man. They'll charge you $20 for a steak. You like, oh, that's a deal. Because, you know, the other steak at the grocery store is $30 for one. So you're like, fuck it, I'll take it. And now, this is not even real life, man. This place is getting ridiculous. You try to go to fast food, right? The whole reason people would go there because it's quick and it's cheap. Now you go to Burger King, you pay $15 for a damn cheeseburger and fries. Now the portions got smaller. They put more ice in the cup. So this place it don't even make sense why people still going to work. I'm shocked that these people have not rioted yet at this point. But that's how good of a job Esau has done to dumb the people down, to be that good compliant little servant.
They become dependent on the system. So it's hard for them to try to detach themselves to fight against it. You know, it's too late. You've made a lifeline with it.
And he's made you think that all these things are illegal, but he does it. You know, concerning the financial system.
Right.
Oh, I gotta pay my credit card. I gotta pay this and that and pay my taxes. And this nigga don't even pay taxes. The president of the United States doesn't even pay taxes. But through that intimidation, people are like, oh shit, if I don't pay taxes, they're gonna come get me and lock me up, which is not even the government, it's the IRS. That not even so these people don't know what's going on, but that's why they're gonna be quick to take that to take the implantable payment device. They're gonna be begging for it. Through the crises that are coming, that are already here, these people out here are going to be begging for a solution. Especially when they start seeing people killed in the streets. It's going to be an everyday thing.
Starving to death.
Yep.
And that's why the E-Files was such a big thing. Because you found out leaders of this world that's enacting judgment and justice, so-called, is actually breaking the laws, man. But these people you people are set up in a system to where you got to be the perfect citizen in a crooked system, man.
Yep.
Not even the leaders that put out the laws are keeping these laws, man. They're not the perfect citizens.
Yeah, they released the UFO files before the Epstein files. Yeah, yeah. Those are the real UFO files, all right. That's for that's more distractions, man. Now they got, I think, who is it, playoffs? Is it NBA? They got in the playoffs?
Yeah.
And then you got hockey. Then you got people are worried about they bills. Oh, shit. Every time they scroll on the internet, they see nothing but Iran and the HANA virus now. They're not worried about what's really going on. Again, that's why this great financial reset is just it's gonna be like a rug pull for everybody, unless they know what's coming. Got it? That was it on that.
Second Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 15 says, "The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again."
Yeah, that's where we're at, man. The plagues are here, and it's globally. But the worst plagues are going to come here to America, ultimately that thermonuclear destruction.
Right.
But the plagues are here, man.
Yeah.
The whole world economy is going to shit.
Mm-hmm.
People are starving already.
Like Egypt as before.
Hey, and people are, they want it to go back to how it was before, but they'll never do that. Like I said, compared to an arrow being shot off. The person that's targeted, he can't just tell them, "Hey, can you take the arrow back?" No, once it's shot, and he can't come back. So that's what the Lord is doing right now. Is He putting all these plagues upon American Babylon, all right, and allowing it to destroy Babylon, and people are just, complaining, trying to figure out, crashing out, killing themselves, trying to war against each other. People are starting to go crazy now, man. Just because they can't get back to how it used to be. 2016.
Driving through crowds of people and shit.
Screaming. People literally screaming in their car, recording themselves screaming.
Right.
People walking by them like, "Fuck."
Yeah. Hey, I did a video on that earlier this month. It was like a girl, she was like 20 and, college, and she was like, how are we supposed to live? I can't even pay rent for this month. I'm trying to eat. I can't eat. She's in her car crying and yelling.
Well, she's probably living there at this point.
Exactly.
Yeah, because a lot of people, they just gonna, fuck it, I'm just gonna stop paying the rent. I can't pay it anyway.
And a lot of these women getting ready to head back to the oldest profession known to mankind, prostitution. They getting ready to go back to those ways. That's gonna be the only thing that's gonna be selling, and it's gonna be cheap. But
yeah, it's gonna be for a piece of bread.
Yep.
Or a place to lay your head at this point, because they got money. Yeah, to give you for that used up box. And hey, the Lord's gonna give them up to what they wanted to be. You wanted the hot girl summer. Yep. Well, guess what? It's gonna be hot, all right.
Yep.
You wanted to shake your ass on the internet and dress all scantily clad. Well, hey, now you be a streetwalker now.
They show you that in that movie, Book of Eli, with that one chick.
Yeah.
You already know what what her role in that group was. At the beginning, she's tied down to the grocery cart.
Yep.
That group that came out, they were passing her ass around every night.
Yes.
And all they did was just keep her alive.
And even the chick that followed Eli, what would they use her for? Send her to the room.
Yep. Send her to the room. Don't please him.
Hey, but these women, they're gonna come running to us. They're gonna beg us. We not gonna have to pay for nothing. These dudes, maybe some loser out here, might try to do something, but you gonna be trying to feed us.
They showed you that in the movie too, when she finally left the place to go follow after her. She came ready.
Yep.
She had her own book bag. She had her glasses.
She brought some water.
Yeah, she brought her own water. She was ready to go. All she needed to do was just let me follow you. That's all it is. Just let me follow you. Yep.
Hey, look, that's what you wanted to do, man. You wanted some OnlyFans. So yeah, you're gonna have some fans in real life soon. And they could, hey, a lot of ravishing is about to happen.
Yeah.
And a lot of these women living in these luxurious condominiums and living it up, because women they live the greatest lives on the earth. You know, because what they could just be a slut. You know, and somebody gonna pay for them.
And it's easy because society, the way it is meant to take care of someone. That's how the society has become a welfare state, and it's geared more towards helping women.
Yeah.
So it's hard for them to try to detach from that because that's like their so-called man. You know, it's taking care of, it's sustaining, and it upholds them. You know.
Hey, so just to add on, you know, once this society crashes, they're gonna resort to that prostitution. You know, just earlier this week, I was at work. I go in early, like at 4 a.m. And on Nebraska, the Publix I work for, work on their AC. On that whole street in Nebraska is just prostitutes just lined up. You know, so as you drive by, they all, you know, calling out to you. You know, so I end up parking and I got in the back of the truck to get the tools and stuff out. And they was like, hey, you know, you can suck your, you know what I'm saying? But it's just showing you how, just an example how these women are gonna be in that day.
Yep.
It's just these women gonna be out on the street. They're gonna become streetwalkers, man. And they're gonna be bold, man. You know, trying to pull you out your drawers, man. All right, you got to kick their ass off.
And it's going to be out of desperation because it's going to be people dying. They're not going to be able to have, you know, protection. No one's going to protect these women.
Yeah.
Hell, right now, they're that's another thing they're complaining about, crashing out about women. Oh, men don't want to come up to me no more.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Oh well, that's the society y'all created. Y'all was complaining first when dudes would come up to you. Now you complaining about dudes not coming up to you. Well, guess what? When hell breaks loose on the streets, you're gonna be begging, specifically a man of the Lord, to protect you.
Yeah, like we were talking before camp. It's not gonna be something that we're gonna go around and say, yeah, we a man of the Lord.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be something that you're gonna notice.
Right.
Because we already see that in our everyday lives, man. People it'd be a group of people, you be around family or something,
Yeah.
and everyone having a conversation, and every time somebody else talking, they looking at you. Like they looking for your approval.
Right.
Because they already know through the spirit. They know I need him to approve of me. So they always looking at people, man. They always coming, random people just coming up to you, telling you their business and shit. Like, why are you telling me this? But it's because of spirit.
Yeah, and you know, the Lord is making us judges. He would look for us to judge their situation and give them the answer.
Yeah, the scripture say wisdom shall make a man face and shine. So through the spirit, these people can see what in the spirit. You guys are judges. You know, like in the world.
No, we're shining. And what? Isaiah 33:6, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. We're the only ones really, truly, you know, rejoicing in these times that we're living in. You know, everybody else is miserable, mourning. They don't know what's going on. Why is this happening? But meanwhile, we got all the answers. Anything you ask us, we're gonna be able to help you on. You know, or you know, give you some guidance, counsel you. Because for the most part, these people don't know what the hell is going on. Everyone thinks they know what is going on, but they don't. They have no clue what's going on. But it's gonna, as the days continue and things get worse, it's gonna be made more and more manifest. That was it on that.
Yeah, I got a second Ezra back.
Yeah.
Second Ezra 16 in verse 20. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
That was second 16.
16, yep. And that's
Say it again.
yep. Verse 20. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Yeah, these people ain't gonna change. They're just gonna become even more degenerate.
Yeah, well, how many people you see right now seeing what's happening and remembering that they heard it from those guys on the streets and they still ain't out here? You know you heard it from the men of the Lord. Or those guys that you say are wearing bed sheets out on the street. You know you heard these things from us before. And now they're here and you still don't have the mental fortitude to understand that we were right.
Yeah, and that's their pride.
Yep.
So that's why these things are going to happen unto them for their pride, man.
Yep.
Many great miseries are coming upon you people because of your prideness, or your pompous look, the haughty spirit you have.
The pride goes before fall.
Yep.
And a lot of people are getting ready to experience a great fall. Because just like the scriptures tell you in Revelation 18 that with great violence shall that great city Babylon be taken down, everybody else is going to be taken out with that same violence, man. A great violence. It's gonna be it's gonna be a violent fall, man. You banging. Just imagine an image of a man getting thrown off a cliff, just hitting all that rock all the way down. That's the violence that you getting ready to experience on the way down.
It is. And it's going to be at the hands of your neighbor
Yeah.
or your friends. The scriptures say that friends will fight one another.
Like enemies.
Like, yeah, your best friend. We knew him since you were 12. Them motherfucker knows everything about you. You doomsday prepping. Oh, this nigga showed me everything. I saw him open the combination lock, so I know how to get in there.
Right.
And you find you come back home one day, rifling through your stuff.
Yep.
You're going to have to put him to death, man. Your best buddy that you went out to hang with that Saturday evening.
You know, I ravaged your wife,
Yep.
put her to death, and now going rummaging through your pantry to get what else he wants.
Meanwhile, the servants of the Lord are going to be protected.
Yep.
We're going to be fed.
And all up under us, man.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody, the elect, the great multitude is going to be protected via the servants of the Lord.
I wish I said that. I pray not for these alone, but for them that thou shalt believe on me through their words. So it's like an umbrella, you know, who all falls upon up under these men that the Lord has sent out. They're going to be covered too.
And don't forget, this is World War III still going to be going on. Men are going to get drafted off, never to be seen again. So there's going to be a lot of women out here, you know, trying to fend for themselves.
Yep. And looking for someone to protect them. Because that's going to be the number one commodity that's going to be sought after is protection from the wind. Let me get that.
Yeah. 13.
Hey, if I'm gonna add real quick too, they show you that in those purge movies. Basically, when the purge came, the rich had bought security systems, you know, to protect themselves, but the poor, it was pretty much left out there.
That's what it was for, to depopulate the poor. All right? And it's same thing in the movie Bushwick. When shit started blowing up, hell, she witnessed the opening scene of the movie. She witnesses her boyfriend burned to death, and she moved on very quickly, you know.
She came above ground.
By the end of the movie, she didn't remember this nigga name.
And like that movie, How It Ends, where he travels a whole country to find out his wife laying down with some other dudes.
Yeah. And she was pregnant. Yeah, she was pregnant.
Within a couple days or a week or so. But that's how it is gonna be. These women,
They'll get in line quick.
they move quick. They're re-tossed to and fro.
Yeah.
With every wind of doctrine. And when the doctrine on the earth is kill or be killed, the women are going to flock to those that are going to keep them from being killed and ravished.
The ones with the power.
Right.
Go ahead, there, get that.
Yep. This is Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 2. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest. If brother wants to grab that in Revelation 7 near the top.
Okay.
All right. As rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
It's something that'll save your life in those situations, right? Why? Because there's a hedge of protection around those that fear the Lord. So by default, it'll be an extension. You'll be, you're just like you in the military, right? Your whole family get the military benefits.
Right.
Well, guess what? We're in the Lord's army, all right? The house of David gets those benefits, and then the ones that are under them will receive it as well. But guess what? It's going to be up to us, ultimately it's the will of the Lord, but we're going to be doing the choosing, all right? Just because you look cute, don't get you a spot, in protection zone.
Right.
And if you don't want to get in line, you're gone. And but again, like say, they gonna change up real quick. All that single independent shit. I didn't believe that. I never believed that.
That's gonna be going overnight.
Yeah.
That's that mind thinking that they
Some shit blew up down the street right now. Them bitches would snap back into their, their feminine spirit.
Hey, matter of fact, just yesterday, it was either yesterday or Friday. Friday, on my way home, I stopped at the gas station real quick, and as soon as I get in the car, I see some dude from in the store like pointing at himself. So I look behind him. This chick is freaking out at the gas pump because she couldn't get it to stop pumping.
Oh shit!
So she turned around and I see that she's calling me. She's like, "Can you please help me?" So I ran over there real quick. I thought that she was like saying like that shit was on fire or whatever. So I was gonna, go push the
the
little
button,
button or whatever.
but she just couldn't. She didn't have enough strength to like pop it off.
Yeah,
the damn
notice
thing.
that the stick was down.
Yeah, you know, and sometimes they have the spring. Yeah. Well, that one the spring wasn't working, so it was the stuff keep getting back down. And it was stuck.
A bitch can't even open a jar of pickles, man.
And her car was taking more gas, so she was just trying to not pass a certain limit. It
Yeah,
went
damn.
past
Sorry, sis. That there goes her rent money.
it. Yep.
Hey, but that's the thing, man. These women are they have been lied to, which goes back to the serpent and Eve, because that's the biggest, one that come up against us. That's why, I ain't gonna go into it, but these women, they have that mindset that like, I could be just like a man. I'm equal to a man. But when shit hits the fan and bullets start ringing out, things start blowing up, there's no food in the store. What happened during COVID? Women were scared to even go to the grocery store because there was people fighting in the stores. You might have got robbed outside the grocery store. And see, reality's about to set in. The natural course of what a man and a woman is about to go back to that.
That turning of things upside down is going to be reverted back to how it was.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and even with the whole COVID thing too, that was when the whole OnlyFans thing skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Which shows you that you had women that was nurses, doctors, who had professional careers, who went to prostitution.
Women that contributed to society.
Yeah.
Went to not contributing at all.
Igor.
Yeah.
So imagine when there's no internet. Imagine when there's no food out here. These women, they're gonna go right to that and they're gonna find the nearest man they could find that can give them that.
And that was a psyop in itself, because there's only a handful of women that actually making good money on that.
Right.
Some bitches make $200 a month. Now your pussy's on the internet forever.
60 views. Her self-esteem is low.
Yeah.
You would have been better off being an actual prostitute, honestly, because you could have got more money per client, and nobody's recording it. So
Right.
now you on the internet forever. And some nigga took a screenshot, put it on Reddit.
Those websites, man.
Could have kept that whole shit on the breath.
Yeah, undercover hoe. which all these women pretty much are hoes, man.
There you are.
If she ain't a virgin, she a hoe.
Right.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's what it is, man.
Reality.
That's the reality of the world we live in. Well, it's in this America. What is she considered? That great whore. They're right upon the beast. So it just makes sense that these women are hoes.
The spirit's on them.
That she want to act like a virtuous woman. Get the fuck out of
Hey,
here.
a woman is like
Right.
a woman is possession, as we go into the Bible. When a man get a woman, he get it for possession. So that box, the titty, all that's currency, now.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? That's
commodity.
yeah, exactly.
And then would you want a car that got 35 previous owners? The goddamn wheels are shaking.
Cigarette stains.
So, the burn marks.
The sea all molded to somebody else's ass and shit.
Oil leaking everywhere.
Jeez.
You wouldn't want that in your vehicle. Why would you want that in a woman?
Right.
But they should say, the past don't matter, but the past matters on your vehicle, but not on a woman. That's the stupidest shit ever.
Then they'll tell you they don't need you, and then when you tell them, yeah, you will for protection, you say, protection from what?
Right, you'll see.
That'll be what they say. That's what they all say.
You'll see soon.
Until you
And pride.
need that protection.
Then shall they know a prophet was among man.
Yeah, I got that precept that other preachers quoted. This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 36, and verse 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself.
Yeah, so you women are property.
Exactly.
Your property of the man. You go from being property of your father, and then you get sold off via the dowry to the man.
That's why you had to pay that, even if you did grab her up and take her forcefully. You had to still pay the father because you done took some value from him.
Exactly.
And it not only is he can sell her, the father puts her to work.
Right.
Around the house. Yeah, exactly. Go make some bread, do something.
Yeah.
These women are useless. Can't even boil eggs.
Yep.
How you overboil the eggs?
Yeah.
The goddamn. How do you? Oh man.
Tennis ball with the motherfuckers.
Yeah. They just don't know how to make spaghetti. Basic shit.
Yeah.
A lot of women don't know how to make it.
That shit.
Simple shit. Cause what? This society has lied to them. Tell them that you gotta be a pampered. When the woman is supposed to pamper you, she's supposed to massage your feet when you come home.
Right.
She wants you to massage her feet. Bitch, you ain't do shit.
Yeah.
What you do today? Scroll through the internet?
Yeah, it's like that Beyonce song, Let Me Cater to You. woman is supposed to cater to her man, and these women, they think it's the opposite way around. And that's why they can't have a man and can't keep a man. And they're going to be without a man and it's time to come in.
Yeah, because there's a lot of women that are going to die in America, okay? So that's what I'm saying. Like, we're going to be real picky when that time comes. Which really the time's already started. You know, Isaiah 4:1. The women, like me and his brother were talking earlier, people already letting the women have a higher sense of it, but everybody's starting to see it. There's something about us. That's why they keep asking us this or that, or trying to tell us. I had some chick tell me, I don't know this bitch from Can of Paint, Edomite chick. Well, she looked like Edomite, but just telling me her whole life story. I'm sitting there like, I ain't asked that, none of this. But it's what? Because they feel something about us. Yeah. You don't just go to. It was at a restaurant or whatever. She was the server. She's just telling me her whole life story. Why? Because the people feel comfortable around the truth, the light of the world, man. Because once you in the light, you can see things clear. So the spirit on us makes people open up. But going back to that. The possession.
I got you out right now. Just the word.
Okay, good.
Possession refers to the state of owning, controlling, or holding an item, an asset, or territory.
Yep. And you tell a woman that, she's like, you don't know me.
Exactly.
You don't know me. But she believes in Jesus. Yeah, she believes in the Bible. But you tell her you're my possession, you're mine. But I don't need no man. I can do whatever I want. All right, well, go do whatever you want then. Shit. Go ahead, cause you wasn't a virgin when I got you anyway. So go do what you want to do. Shit, you can keep digging that ditch.
The majority of these women aren't assets unto a man. Right? They don't bring they don't make their lives easier. They don't do anything.
Yeah.
So, but they're supposed to be an asset towards the family. They're supposed to be as the scripture said, help me. Yep. But the majority of these women nowadays, they don't help shit. They don't even know how to help themselves.
They're not wipe their own pussy. Shit. Be a wife. All right, cause we not men. We ain't looking for hoes. Really, men looking for a wife. Right? Will she be a good mother? You know, will she be a dutiful wife? But what they say, they think they just showing up is enough. Looking cute with all that, but a lot of them don't really look cute when that makeup come off. There's gonna be a lot of ugly women out here real soon. And you know when bitches cry, they look even worse.
See, they try to work it around the opposite. They try to make the man have to be the asset to her. Like, what can you provide for me?
Exactly. What are you gonna do for me?
Yeah, I seen a video the other day. One of those dudes that be doing the exposing gold diggers and shit. And one chick came up and he said, she was like, "Oh yeah, I'll do this, I'll do that, do this." Yeah, he gets her into the car. She's like, "I'll do this, I'll do that," and he's like, "Yeah, what do I gotta do then?" And she was like, "Oh well, you gotta take me shopping." So to fuck with her, he was like, "I'm gonna see where she."
I think I seen that one.
Took her to the mall.
It was a Jake, right?
Yeah. She made her look at the Gucci socks.
Yeah, the BBL, right?
Yeah. She had like five. Bro, she had like, I think it was like $4,000 or $5,000 worth of shit. And then at the register, he was like,
I ain't paying for that.
Yeah, he was like, I ain't paying for this shit, man. The dude at the register was like, oh man. She was following his ass as he was leaving. She was like, you can't fucking do that. She's like, you're gonna have to give me something now for wasting my time and shit. Like, still trying to get something out of Jay. And he's like, look, honey, he's like, I ain't buying none of this shit for you. You just a gold digging bitch.
Yeah, and that's the majority, the masses of women, unfortunately, in America. And then what this red pill guys, like Fresh and Fit, they bring these hoes on the show, and these women expose themselves. Yeah. Sure, and that, again, they all think alike. At the end of the day, I'd say 99% of these women think alike. Yeah. They think they deserve the world. They think that that they're the Princess Peach that Mario and Luigi got to come save.
Right. Yeah.
Nah, man, you just a used up, ran through box at this point. You just been passed around rag that nobody wants no more. And then you hit the 30 plus, and you wondering where all the good men went.
Right.
Well, you dissed them, you dismissed them, and now you getting piped down left and right, and then them niggas disappear on you because they didn't know how to take you serious.
Right. That's
what you wanted though, right? The hot girl summer, do bad all by yourself. Well, now that's why you by yourself. You're wondering why you by yourself and no one wants you. That's what you wanted. But hey, again, we don't have to chase no women. The women are gonna chase us down, man.
Right.
The possessions are gonna come up to us, and we ain't gonna have to force them to get in line. We're not gonna have to tell them nothing. They're gonna submit, which as a woman should,
Yeah.
according to the Bible. The scriptures say that women submit yourselves to your husbands.
Yeah.
That's in the Bible. I don't like that word submit. Make me sound like a slave. Well, that's what you are.
And then it goes on to give you the example of Sarah.
Yeah.
All y'all like to call yourselves the daughters of Sarah,
Right.
right? Especially the Southern Kingdom women. Y'all love to call yourselves daughters of Sarah, but then when it comes to acting how Sarah acted, it ain't those times anymore. All right, well then it ain't that time for me to act like that then.
Exactly.
Why do I gotta keep
Exactly.
ancient customs but you don't?
Right. 50-50 now, bitch.
Yeah. You pay this, I pay that. If you want.
Right.
If not, hey, I'm cool.
And that's what the bitches are crashing out about on the internet. Why are men okay with being alone? Because we like peace. We like to be at peace. And if you're not creating peace, you creating what? Chaos. And we ain't trying to have that.
Right.
Well, obviously, if you got a woman and you have children, you got to deal with her accordingly, deal according to knowledge. But if she's just a woman off the street, you might be dealing with, man, listen, you take that shit somewhere else.
Right.
We don't need to tolerate no damn disrespect, or just the childish behavior that these women, because all these women are just grown ass children.
Right.
That's why they got to be told what to do. They need to be told what to do, honestly. But what, they don't want to listen because what, the devil has given them the authority to talk back. See, in other parts of the world, women don't talk back to men because they know their role. Here in America, these women have liberty to scream and smack men up. But then you hit her with a left hook, and now she's the victim.
And the elder brother was going into about women being an asset. Not only are they not an asset, they're a liability. They're taking money out of the house. They ain't cooking, they ain't cleaning right. It's just you waste time.
Yeah, and a woman will drive a man over the edge. That's why these dudes kill her, or just do some wild shit he shouldn't have done. Why? Because jealousy is the rage of a man.
They do everything to not be a possession.
Right.
Brother Reddit, they do everything in their power to not be a possession. So then they wonder whether a man that actually has his mind set on what he wants from a woman,
Right.
he lets that bitch go, all right, cool, whatever, I don't need to deal with this shit because I know that you ain't an asset to me.
Right.
You're not going to allow yourself to become my possession, to become up under my guidance. So then I got to let you go. It's that simple.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science.
Yeah, there's a dozen other boxes out here.
Right.
That all do the same thing.
And they all, the hotter she is, the more
Special.
psycho she's gonna be in this society. You find a Judith in this world, she's gonna be out her god. She probably on OnlyFans, right? These women just monetize their looks at this point.
Psych mans.
Yeah, psych meds. She's psycho. These women are the hotter she is, the more crazy she is.
Psychotic.
Yeah, and the more useless she's gonna be. Because what? Her whole life she's been, given everything she wants, and she bat her eyes.
I got a precept.
Oh, you got something?
Well, let's finish that. Okay. It says Ecclesiastes chapter 36, verse 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a pillar of rest. Not you come home and this bitch is nagging. That's hell. They don't want to share you either. So they're trying to put you in captivity. Yeah, no.
It says, where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled.
That's why a woman needs to be under authority of a man at all times.
These women are self-sabotage.
Exactly. Yeah. Some of them will actually admit it that they're terrible at picking men. Well, that's why you're not supposed to pick the man.
Right.
Your father is. Yeah.
He's a better judge of character of men.
Yeah, exactly. You're just gonna pick the bad boy that's gonna fucking buff. You're gonna be out of there. That's why you got 5 kids from 6 different men.
They all played the fiddle with you and you fell for it.
Yeah. It says, and he that have no wife will wander up and down mourning. And
Because again, it's supposed to be a pillar of rest. Peace. A woman's supposed to bring you peace. That's ultimate. Man, we want women. We like to look at pretty women. But if this bitch is a demon, bro, you be like, oh fuck this shit.
right. Yeah, it's
Not worth it.
It's spirit. It's not worth it, bro. And in the long run, that's why a lot of guys end up in prison or in the grave behind women.
Yep.
You know. But it says where no hedges, there the possession is spoiled. So the women that don't have a man for protection, you will be spoiled. And when we go into this word for spoil, in the etymology line, it says strip someone violently of clothes, strip a slain enemy. It says strip, plunder, pillage, strip, uncover, lay bare, strip of clothing, rob, plunder.
Hey, that's literally what happening to these women when they grow up without a father. What happens? They spoil themselves, start stripping, or start an OnlyFans, or just maybe they don't get paid. They just a hoe.
Right.
Like these women in colleges, they just go play the carousel for 4 years and rack that body count out. Now she got more miles than a '93 Civic, and now she want to settle down and find a good man. But now she got all that DNA in her. That's why they get so psychotic.
Right.
She don't took too many dicks. A woman ain't supposed to take. She only supposed to take one dick her whole life.
Right. Piston housing is all warped and shit.
Exactly.
Piston's just rattling in that motherfucker. Lifters all fucked up. Damn.
Comes used goods. Yeah.
Damaged goods.
Damaged goods. Yeah, then you can't do nothing with it.
But hey, what? That's Walmart. You go to Walmart and there's damaged goods. What do they do with it? Put it on clearance.
Yeah.
It's not worth what the other cans were. It might have the same thing inside, but they put that yellow sticker on it and put it on the clearance rack.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got it there. Or the package was a little bit ripped,
Yeah.
or somebody returned it. They put it on the clearance rack. That's what the majority of these women are, man. You're on the clearance rack.
Manager special.
Yeah.
But trying to get rid of that.
Yep.
But they think the more men that touch them, that their value go up.
Experience.
The opposite.
And the older,
Yeah.
oh, you definitely gonna be put on clearance rack because we got to hurry and get you out of here
It's spoiled.
before the date.
Yeah.
Before the date go out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But her experiences bring value. No, bitch.
yeah, I did this, I did that, I traveled the world. You didn't pay for that shit, did you?
Right.
Oh, I got a career. We don't care. We don't care. We don't look. We'll take a girl that work at McDonald's on minimum wage. Better yet, that take a chick that don't got a job at all, just live at home with her parents.
And you know, for sake of argument, you do have women that can afford to pay them to, especially nowadays where these
Yeah, you
women
have to,
are
yeah.
more focused on themselves, so they can afford to travel around the world. But there is a higher risk in a well-traveled woman than there is risk in a well-traveled man.
What do they do in Cancun?
Right.
They might pay for the ticket to Cancun. What are they gonna do out there? Just sit at the beach all day?
You risking your reputation as a man getting with a well-traveled woman, but as a woman, you have a greater success with a well-traveled man. You don't have a higher risk. Your risk actually goes down the more a man is traveled and more experienced.
Real quick, that's beautiful. We bring this out, salt through the spirit, because a little small testimony last night. I asked my chick, I say, scrolling down, I said, why did you follow me? She said, because you were smarter than me. Straight up. So she just followed me, like as soon as I met shit went like fast. And I asked her, why did you? She said, because you were smarter than me. I was able to learn from you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's what women want.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. But these women are idiots. They think they have to build themselves up to your level. Well, a lot of these women, that's how they think. Oh, I got to be on some level for a man to accept me. We don't care about none of that shit. We just want a woman that's gonna listen to us. That's it.
We have the answers.
Right.
We have the guidance. We ain't talking about this world.
Right.
We talking about what's gonna lead you to life, what's gonna lead you to peace, it's just life in general. That's what we need you to follow, the laws of the Lord, bro.
Guidance. We're here to guide you. That's it. And again, that's what women need. Because get somebody get there to let her not gather abroad. Ruffle paper.
That's what I got.
You got it? Okay, go ahead.
That's the spirit.
It's the book of Sirach 25. I start at verse 24. It reads, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
Yeah, the woman. That's exactly why you can't let her do what she want to do. Because the beginning of sin came through the woman, and through her we all die, man. Literally, to this day, we're dying because sin was introduced through the woman. And where did she take it to? She took it to her man. So again, the man will try to conform to please their woman, because you want to have your woman happy or whatever, but you got to be able to put your foot down with these women. Cause they're gonna lead you. If you, that's why these guys end up offing themselves, man. Nigga, crashed the car into the building.
Crashing up.
Yeah, crashing out because what? She drove this nigga over the edge, literally.
Yeah, the scripture says many have run out of their wits to please these women, man.
And we see it every day, especially now with the internet. We see it every day. And guess what? She wiping her lips and act like she didn't do nothing wrong, and on to the next cop. Go ahead up.
So going back in Sirach 25 and 25, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad.
And what do? That's all you see. That you go to downtowns, the club areas, that's all you see. Women gathering abroad. It's being wicked. Because that's why they go out to be wicked. Oh, we're just going out to have fun with mate. No, you're not. You're out here to be as wicked as you can. Again, the wickedness comes at the beginning of sin. There's no wickedness greater than the wickedness of a woman, man.
Right.
See, but hey, we hate women. No, we're just telling you the true nature of women. See, the red pill guys, they try to tell you, oh, they're golden. We're just telling you, we can tell you what why they're like the way they are. Because the Lord created them like that. And then he created an order, the man, the woman, and the children. And above that, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Real quick, just precept you. 1 Corinthians 11 and 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man.
Exactly, man. That's why don't be a simp. She was created to serve you. Women were created and designed to serve a man. But here it is in America, it's the opposite.
Right.
You gotta cater to her. You gotta change for her. But she's supposed to change for you. Right? Because when she's under her father, she's gonna be a certain way, however he teaches her. But when she gets to you, she gotta conform to your ways now.
That's right.
That's why these relationships don't last either.
Yeah. Right.
Because the dynamic is completely upside down. And when the woman's in the lead, because if you sit catering your woman, she's in the lead.
Yeah.
And she gonna lose respect anyway.
Exactly. Well, that's what happens. They don't have respect to you. So when you do go to speak up, when it comes time for you, you're so fed up that you speak up. They're like, man, nigga, who the fuck is you? They don't give a fuck about it. They're like, who the fuck does this nigga think he is? Like, if you would have from the beginning put your foot down,
Right.
that shit wouldn't have happened. And guess what she's gonna do? Fall in line.
That's it.
Because when adversity hits these women, they fall under pressure, man, and they get right in line.
Yep. But of course, in this society, these women are already gone.
Yeah.
But hey, you still got to put your foot down from the get-go. And eventually, nobody talked to her like that, so she is gonna click in her brain, like, all right, this is a real man, But yeah, these guys are pussies out here, man. Cause what? They want some pussy. They can't get it.
Yeah.
That's why they're buying OnlyFans. You got to be a real sucker to pay for the goddamn OnlyFans.
Yeah.
That's like the highest level of sympathy. Paying for pussy that you ain't never gonna touch.
You got guys that be spending hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars on that shit, bro.
Nigga go broke. Hell, I seen one chick. I forgot. I think she was on a Fresh and Fish show. She said this dude that gave her hundreds of thousands of dollars. He got to meet her just to take a picture with her. What an idiot!
They send feet pics.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, man. Oh, that's that. You talking about the chick that got 100 or 1,000?
I think that was one of them that she does like fan experiences where the fan gets to meet her and shit like that. She does shit like that. Nigga pays a certain fee.
And you got guys that wife them up. This one porn star. She ended up getting married and got a kid now from this nigga, from this sucker. Like, what's it? You gonna be clown for the rest of your life, my friend. All the videos she got on, what they Bang Bros or whatever.
I got something too, though.
Niggas gonna send that shit to you every day.
The nigga from No Jumper, Adam 22. That nigga married that one.
And they remember this black nigga, and then they had a boxing match and got beat up.
Yeah.
Double L for the nigga. What a loser. Go ahead,
God. Sirach
That was it on that?
Yeah.
This is the book of Sirach 25 and 26. If she go not as thou wouldest have her,
Yeah, if she don't do what you tell her, He's telling the kid rocks. So what's that?
Those bags.
But what niggas is so pussy desperate that they'll tolerate a disrespect. She's screaming at you in your own house, disrespecting you. You tell her to change her pants because they too tight. Y'all about to go eat. And she, hey, it's my body. And you can tell her right there and then, hey, get the stepping.
Yeah.
That's it.
Take your body with
But
you.
yeah, they gonna actually respect that. If not, oh well. That like what the brother says, when the shit hit the fan, she gonna remember you. It's gonna be up to you if you want to take her back. Because it's up to man. Just like the Most High have mercy on us. It's gonna be on individual case, but I wouldn't recommend that. Go ahead.
Sirach 25 and 26. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh.
Yep, you got to get rid of her. If your woman ain't listening to you, get rid of her. That's what the Bible said. Read it again.
Read it again.
Quote it and read it.
Sirach 25 and 26. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go.
Let her go.
Right.
Be goodbye. Yeah.
She was looking like
What?
I said, read it again.
Hey, look at the exhibit A. Yeah. She run that relationship.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, you can tell.
Tell her, look, she looked like she beat his ass.
Yeah. See, that's it, man. That's hell.
Damn.
Here it is. You already catching hell as an Israelite,
Yep.
all right, and then you gotta come home to a negative woman that don't listen to you. And again, in this society, you first meet a chick, she probably gonna had that mentality.
Yeah.
But as soon as you put your foot down, she gonna get in line eventually.
Right.
If not, oh well, one for your whatever they say. Have a good day. Cause now you just racked up another body Swede. So hey, yeah, that was it on that.
I got this one. It's Sirach chapter 7. I'll start at verse 24. Hast thou daughters, have care of their body, and show not thyself cheerful toward them.
Yeah, that's the job of a father. So watch over their daughters, right? Because what? They're possessions, their property, and they're like the sheep. Anybody can just come grab them up, and you got to put discipline in them. But what? This society with the single motherhood and women driving the men away, that's what happens. The woman drives. Because if a man leaves, you must have been a complete demon. Because a man ain't gonna leave if you're somewhat reasonable,
He'll put up with a bunch of shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, we know every woman in this society's not gonna be a Sarah, all right? But if she's reasonable, a man will stick around. But if she's just a complete demon and he left, well, damn, that shows a lot about her.
Right.
Now, if you left him, then you just created, and especially if you have children, you just created another generation of degenerates that are going to end up, the son's going to end up dead or in jail or just a complete mo, and the daughter's going to be a complete hoe. Either mo's or hoes, if the daddy goes.
Mo's or hoes. Says Sirach 27.
Esau had purposely designed this system like this, man.
Yeah,
right.
Get the man out the household. So I'm the daddy.
Yeah.
Esau's the daddy.
No.
I don't need no man, but you go to the government. Uncle Sam. Yeah.
Right.
And then that house goes in shambles, man. It says, Sirach 7 and 24, hast thou daughters, have care of their body, and show not thyself cheerful towards them. 25. Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter.
You got a weighty matter. But is that where it says it's a man of
Yeah,
understanding?
that's the next part of it. Because when you marrying off a daughter, it's not something that you just decide on a whim. This is something that you had to think about and come to an agreement with someone, because it was more of a nation building that you're doing.
Exactly.
You're becoming one family now.
Yeah.
Right.
Bring your resources together now. But just look at it with Jacob and Laban.
Right.
He ended up getting both of the daughters, but he had to give him a lot of property, sheep and cattle and other things like that. But that's why even in not in biblical, not that ancient times, because that was a whole different time. But even 100, 200 years ago, a man still had to ask for the man's daughter's hand.
Yep.
And the dad could say, nah, You ain't marrying my daughter. You're a piece of shit.
Marriage was never about love.
Yeah, exactly.
It was about business.
Transaction.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's the problem with these women. They get tingling down there, with the 6'5" basketball player in the NBA, and then he just nutted in there and bounced. But again, what they call it, or prearranged, was it prearranged marriage or something like that?
Yeah.
Your prearranged marriage just works, all right? Because a woman, she gonna learn to love you, or she might just love you right instantly. But either way, if a woman don't like you right away, she gonna learn to love you.
You gained an asset to the family in the form of a daughter-in-law, and you also gained an ally through her father.
Exactly. Yep.
So now, if in case anything ever happened, y'all two can combine, and things would become a lot easier. Whether it was for war, or financial hardship, or agricultural hardship, whatever it was, the families would now be able to come together to help each other out better.
Now y'all family, so to
Right,
say.
exactly. Which is why I said thou hast performed a weighty matter, man. It was big business. It was important that you married her off well.
Because what was it, 50 shekels, right? For the
Yeah.
times. Well, if you go into it, that's a lot of money.
A couple $100,000.
That's why the law of raping. Yeah, if you rape somebody, you better have that money. If not, you're gonna get put to death. So if niggas wasn't just going around raping because they know you had to come out of pocket for that.
Right.
But the father could still, deny your ass. Because what if she was promised, you could definitely get put to death. But that's why, again, the father is a very important in the life, especially of a daughter. Because again, look at the society we're living in. A lot of these women didn't grow up with fathers, and if they did, a lot of their fathers are deadbeat or just idiots too. This whole society is fucked. That's why the Lord's going to destroy it. Nothing, Malachi 4:1, neither root nor branch. Nothing of American ways is going to be in the kingdom.
Right.
All this shit is degeneracy.
Hey, if I'm gonna add too, we also married our daughters off young, because if not, they would go out, they would get hot down there and go out and be having sex with all the village.
Yeah, and it's better when she's younger because she's gonna learn. She's more to grow. Exactly. Better for the baby's more fertile. Yeah, or the baby comes out healthier too.
And you have a better chance of, the more kids you have, the more sons you can have.
Yeah, exactly.
So the family, again, you marry your sons to other families, and that's how you became a great people.
And the reason we're bringing all this out because that's what that's what it's about to go back to.
Yep.
On this side,
Yep.
women are about to get back in line on this side.
Yep.
If not, you're gonna get a missile.
And that also too, you women like always talk about how your body and this. If you had a baby when you're supposed to, that shit wouldn't even really affect your body.
Yeah,
Your
regenerate.
skin be so tight and it'll look like shit, like you never had one. And when you have it at the right age, and according to the Bible, that's about 12, 13 years old.
Yeah, right.
Your body, that shit, you won't even notice it after you have that baby, man, because you're so young.
Yeah, the skin will rejuvenate quicker.
Yeah.
It'll tighten back up quicker.
Yeah. And that's why the father had to marry the daughter off so that she wouldn't become a single mother.
Yeah, exactly. Because these women picked the wrong dude, and now he's a deadbeat. Now you're complaining about him. You picked him. You opened up your legs to that deadbeat you talking about.
Right.
Now he's a deadbeat. He ain't a man. Well, you picked him.
Right.
But unless he raped you in the alley.
Right.
It says, marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter. But give her to a man of understanding.
See, that's what it's about. A man of understanding, which is us, really. And so, in Jacob's trouble, which we already in, but in that time, Isaiah 4:1, a father might have a 12, 13, 14, 16-year-old, and he see one of us, and he gonna take her.
Yeah. They show you that in these movies and shows, bro. Anytime there's a bad time amongst a nation or a village, you have somebody coming through and they'll say, take my daughter with you. Because they know she'll be a lot safer with you than where they at.
Yeah, because at that when they get to that instance, it's because they know as a man they can't protect them the way they want to. That's how bad it is, and they hadn't prepared for that moment.
Right.
So when that shit, their only logical thing to do is
You need to go with
let them go somewhere else and not be here.
Yeah, and another reason too is because she becomes a target.
Right.
Yeah. Motherfuckers can
thing.
smell her.
Young thing. And especially if she's a virgin.
Oh yeah.
But hey, and imagine if they see, Father sees us and we have abundance.
Oh yeah.
We just level-headed, we laughing, we marry, as the scriptures say. We're not just making this up. The scriptures say that we're gonna be merry, have abundance. All right, we're gonna be eating while people are hungry. That nigga ain't ate in 3 days. She's crying because she ain't ate, and he see you. He gonna take her, please. That's why the Lord is building us up to be leaders, man.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna have the spirit of discernment to be able to move accordingly in those situations.
That's why you got certain women, they'll trap men because they know that this man is
Sucker.
he got a future. If he looks like he got a future, it's going woman.
Oh, yeah.
A woman will try to trap that man.
Get a seed in.
She open her legs and wrap her legs around you.
You try to fill it out. You put a hole in your condom.
Poke a hole in the condom. Yeah.
Now you talking about you going to the store for milk.
Yeah.
Going damn well you ain't buy milk. You ain't drink milk.
You lactose intolerant.
I don't know, I'll be back. He got his suitcase and shit with him. Verse 26. Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman.
Yeah. Well, get that in the GMT. What is that?
Yeah, I got it right here.
If I can, just real quick too, he said after thy mind. So your woman, when you get a woman, she's supposed to be after your mind.
Well, that's why she's starts to mimic you.
Yeah.
She started to like what you like.
Yeah.
Like in the movie Coming to America. Whatever you like. Whatever you like. Bark like a dog.
Right. But in this society where you get a woman and she done been with several different men, you tell her to make you a sandwich, she gonna make it like how the last man like this sandwich. That's why he ain't supposed to be like that.
Yeah, they have those YouTube shorts recently coming out talking about if you ask her to go make you a sandwich and she goes and makes it and comes back, she just made you another nigga.
Yeah,
She
exactly.
didn't even ask you how you want it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she wanted turkey, ketchup, mayo, what? No, she just made a sandwich.
She put 3 pickles on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Damn no, you don't even know you like pickles.
Right.
This place is through, man.
Yeah, bro.
And this is the women we got it. Hey, because that's what we did to the Lord as a nation. We played the harlot. What the Lord gave us harlots as women.
Right.
Because again, unless she a Persian, she was out there playing the harlot. She was out there playing the pipe.
Right.
The flute.
Yeah,
The skin flute.
Playing the fiddle.
Yep. Go ahead.
Verse 26.
GNT, right?
Yeah, the GNT.
Well, start off at the top again. You started it.
This is Sirach chapter 7 and verse 24 in the GNT. If you have daughters, keep them virtuous and don't be too indulgent with them.
Yep. There ain't not one. I ain't gonna say it. There ain't none. But damn, good luck finding them.
Right.
But that's why we're not gonna have to look for them. They're gonna come to us.
Yeah, and the fathers aren't in the house to try to keep their daughters virtuous.
And if he is, let's say they do, he probably working all day. He ain't paying attention to what they doing.
Yeah.
They at school popping pussy.
Influencing them.
They on social media. So that's who's teaching them social media. Kim Kardashian.
Right.
That's who's teaching your daughters, man.
And bringing it back to Esau being the culprit of all this. So say that the father, like the brother just said, is still in the house. Well, Esau has other measures set up to still be able to influence and have control over her mind and keep her mind from the control of the dad.
Media.
So even if the dad's still there, Esau in there still drawing them away.
Yeah, because if your dad put his hands on his daughter, he going to jail.
Yeah.
It says, verse 25, when you give your daughter in marriage, you have finished a great task. But
Yeah, because that's a task a father's supposed to do. That's why he walks her down the aisle, hands her to the husband.
Yep.
Right, and that's her duty is to get a husband and have a family. But what do they want to do now? So be strong, independent, get a career,
Right.
do bad, all that bullshit, man.
Yep.
It's completely ass backwards.
Hey, and if I may add too, the way Esau instructs these younger girls, is through the television. Shows like Baddies and shit like that.
Yeah.
He's teaching them something. He's teaching them, because really those shows supposed to be reality TV. They're acting.
Yeah, it's all staged, it's all scripted.
And then he's teaching them how to act, and that's why they be out here fighting in the streets and being promiscuous.
And another thing is even cartoons. They want the fairy tale dream, romance. And like brother said earlier, it's not about romance and love. What they call it? Marriage is about duty.
Right.
to her husband and her children, not about romance. I want to be. She serenaded a nigga playing the guitar out her window. Nah, that's some gay shit. First of all, and it's a fantasy.
And the majority of the time, they didn't even know each other.
Exactly. That's
Until the wedding date.
Yep.
Then she came to know who he was after that, and then she grows into loving him as she's learning how to be like him, how to do after him. She sees that he's a good man, he takes care of me, he provides, and she becomes more like him the closer she gets to him and falls in love with him.
Yeah.
But that wasn't ever how it started.
yeah, exactly.
You know, and that whole Jasmine and Aladdin story, that shit's a goddamn lie with the nigga in the city that she liked, and then they get
So wait a minute. The princess is gonna marry this bum.
right. But the point of a woman that or a boy that saw a girl in town and he's like, yeah, dad, I want to marry her. That shit, nah. You're gonna marry who I tell you.
Yes.
I've got this nigga coming from a whole nother country that owns all this land coming to give his daughter over onto you, and we making that deal.
Yeah, the fathers decide who even the son marries, unless he's an older man and just takes the woman. When you're a man, then you can pick what the woman you want. But when you're a son and still under your father's household, he would decide just like Jacob, man. That was an arranged marriage,
Right, because the woman that the man would pick would be the one just for lust.
Exactly.
Because that she looks good, and so he pick her because all he wants, is for a lustful purpose. Now the woman that was picked for him is for a different purpose. It's to build with, to build a nation up. That's how it was. But everyone after that was more of a concubine, so to say, more for pleasure, so to say. This was business.
Yep.
It goes on to say, verse 26.
Yeah, then these men, they went after a chick for lust. Then then you end up complaining,
Right.
Because you should have figured her out, or again, it's not this in this world I'm talking about.
Right.
The harder they are, the most useless they're gonna be, most likely. You get yourself an average chick. Average, I mean, just most women average, right? She gonna be more dutiful than an 8 or 9, right? Or shit, even these chicks under 5, right? They gonna be the most dutiful, really. But even them are proud now. Fat Keisha, she is goddamn demon. You tell her to clean some shit up, she ain't gonna do it. That's why this place just got to be stopped.
Right.
All right, the society has to just come to a screeching halt so women can go back into their natural spirit. The spirit on them right now is a spirit of Satan.
Right.
But that spirit's gonna hop off of them, and they're gonna be, oh shit. Then they're gonna be real real quiet like they supposed to be.
Verse 26 in the GNT. If you have a good wife, do not divorce her, but do not trust yourself to someone you don't love.
Yeah, and that's after the Proverbs that says, he that findeth a virtuous woman, how's it go? It's like a jewel or something like that. But it's very rare, in other words.
But the scripture also tell you that be thinking not straying when she shall trespass against the roughly paraphrase.
She's a woman.
Yeah, she's gonna. That's why I said don't put your trust in her.
Yep. Can't.
Yeah, don't let her go. She's a good wife,
But don't be shocked when she do some shit out of order. Because they all out of order at the end of the day, but some of them are in order more than others.
King Solomon said that.
Yeah.
Out of 1,000 women, I found none that were righteous.
Not one. Not one. So what, you think you found yourself a virtuous woman? Hey, we gotta turn them into the virtuous women.
Right.
Like the brother Snakla said earlier. They gotta look up to you so they learn from you. That you showed them how to be, because they don't know how to be. Their mom didn't show them. Their dad, if they did have one, didn't show them. The internet definitely didn't show them how to be a good wife or a good mother, a virtuous woman. And they're not going to be perfect. Hell, we're not perfect. But we got to teach them. We got to, and it's like pulling teeth in this society, because their whole life they've been thinking the opposite.
Right.
So when a man finally tells her, again, it's something in her back of the brain is going to like it, but her instincts and all the bullshit she's learned is going to try to fight against it.
Yeah.
So you got to put her in order.
Yeah. Hey, and the woman is also a weaker vessel.
Yeah.
So she's more susceptible to Satan.
Yeah.
So Satan to jump on her just to fuck with you.
Out of nowhere. Hell, one of the brothers, he had a nephew down here in Miami. Young Jake, 17 years old. He was dating some 17-year-old black woman. A demon hopped on her, and she stabbed him in the heart.
Damn.
Stabbed him in the heart, bro. And then the demon jumped off of her, and then she was because you could hear this shit went on news.
Wow.
Yeah, but in the court case, they showing, they play the audio, and you hear her. They're like scuffling, whatever, and then they're fighting. She was the bug out, the one fighting, but she stabbed him, and then seconds later, that demon left her, and then you could hear her change up. Now she's screaming, "Oh my God!" She called the cops. So that's I was like, because the brother was talking to me, he was telling me, I was like, damn, that was a demon on her, and then it left her. She didn't know what to do when it left her. She's like, what have I done? Yeah. So like brother said, with these women is susceptible to get them demons on her like that.
They play on the emotions.
Yep.
That's how she was feeling at that moment.
Yep.
And
the demon took the wheel.
Exactly. Yep.
Then that's gonna happen more and more in these last days, but with men, because again, these men have been deprived of the natural order of things. Even back then, a peasant could get a wife. Now a nigga making $80,000 a year, got a good job, got his shit together, he can't even get a woman. He can't get a wife. Or maybe he got a baby mama that put him through pure hell. So this place is completely out of order.
That's why they flying across seas to go get a wife.
Passport, bro.
Passport, bro.
Hey, we gonna be the true when we ain't need a passport when we come back down though.
Right.
We gonna do the collecting all right and around the world.
Right.
Get those possessions.
That's it.
Assets.
Yep. And we gonna be the pickers. You and you. And it's gonna begin in Isaiah 4:1. And again, these women their mindsets are gonna change real quick. And hey, but it might be too late for some of you. But again, moral of the story is, man, that these women, it could be a distraction, especially for brothers in the truth. You can't let these women be a distraction. Because again, that's a man just naturally wants a woman, right? So he can, grab up on her.
Right.
If you know what I mean. But again, that could be a distraction. Like you quoted earlier, Gravity, about the wits.
Oh yeah.
That's hey, that's why the Lord might not give you a woman. He put the horse in it recently. He was like, yeah, you might pray for a woman, but the Lord still don't give it to you because it's not for you at that time.
Yeah.
Maybe later or you'll get her in the kingdom, but some brothers just don't need women.
Yeah.
Because it would distract them from their duty to the Lord. Then now you're trying to please her and shit. Hey, listen. Of course, if you got a woman, you got to do, you got to cater, not cater to it, but, you got to do, like she, take her out one day
you got
or whatever,
balance it out. It's called the dupe of benevolence.
There you go.
Yeah, give her a dupe. You got to take care of your woman. Yeah.
But if it's going to be a burden or it's going to be a distraction for you doing your duty to the Lord, the Lord going to take her anyway from you.
Yeah. And these women nowadays, they want you to worship them.
Yeah, exactly.
So what you say, I got to go to camp on Saturday? Oh, well, you going to give me a Saturday?
Every Saturday.
She don't give a damn about Saturday. She just wants you to worship her.
Yep.
That's it. That's all it is in this society. These women, they want you to worship them. And that's why the Apostle Paul said is better just don't deal with them.
But if you burn in the flesh, then marry.
Right.
But again, man, hey, that's why it's not unlawful to deal with a prostitute.
Right.
Shit.
Right.
The oldest profession in the book. Yep. Recreation.
Get you some recreational bots, man.
Because that's what you dealing with prostitutes anyway.
Exactly.
These women are prostitutes. Whether you pay the fucker or you fuck her and they got to pay. Right. Eventually, you're gonna pay.
Right.
Either indirect or direct.
Yeah.
Exactly. How many dates, especially now?
I listen. I take you to get some coffee. That's about it. And niggas want to go to Poppy Steakhouse. Get a $200 plate. No plate. No. You better be fucking in the car after that.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's coming with box.
Yeah, shit. But women have made a whole business of this.
Yeah.
She got a Monday nigga that's gonna pay for her food. Tuesday she got another guy. It's a joke. So if you fall for it, you're a sucker.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, some younger brothers might fall for it, but you got to learn.
Yeah,
You know, don't let these women use you for a meal.
and you will learn.
Oh yeah.
You go,
If not, damn.
hey, every brother that's dealt with women, you've been burnt by women.
Oh yeah.
Because they're all. That's what I said. They all think the same.
Yes.
Ultimately, they all think the same. Some just start learning once you get with her, you know. But they all think the same. They all came up in America for the most part. Even if she wasn't born in America,
Same.
they're still gonna think the same. You get it? Oh, she was born in Colombia. Oh boy, good luck.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is. Just don't go out your wits, man. 'Cause these women are all hoes. But we played the harlot against the Lord, so the Lord gave us a taste of our own medicine.
That's right.
You know?
It's First Ezra, chapter 4 and verse 22. For by this also ye must know that women have dominion over you.
Yeah. And that's what it is, especially in America. Women have dominion over men. This shit is, you know, some shit we hear and we're like, God damn, how can you even be in that mindset? Because we're in the whole, we don't think like these people do. So when we hear some of these things that women be doing to men, we're like, how's that even possible?
Right.
But it's because women have dominion over these men. Why? Because they've been, Esau has stripped the men of the women. Again, the average guy is struggling out here, you know, to get, a lot of dudes are virgins.
Right.
These guys in college and shit, a lot of them still virgins.
Yeah.
You know, can't get no woman to even talk to her, or you know, to even talk to him. She just diss you. Meet nigga go up to her and ask her name. She just look, ew. So that same guy's gonna remember that when the shit hit the fan.
Right. Right.
But again, man, that's like depriving a lion of eating. You know, a man needs that, like Marvin Gaye said, that sexual healing.
Right.
If not, exactly, it's a release, man.
You don't release that release, you're gonna release that in another way.
Yep.
That's why you got dudes that just be grabbing these women up, man.
Taken.
And even now, men are scared to do that. Yeah. But there's a rape culture out there. No, the fuck there isn't. It's just a bitch slept with a nigga while she was drunk, and now she regretted.
Yeah.
I've seen it. Back in the world when I was, you know, 18, 19 years old. I seen that shit happen with my own eyes. Then the next day, not me, it was one of my boys. The next day, she regretted that shit. He was out of there.
Yeah.
You know, because they believe all women culture.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, do ye not labor and toil and give?
Read up again.
First Ezra chapter 4 and verse 22. For by this also ye must know that women have dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman?
Yep. The man, nigga, break his back at a job that he hates.
Right.
You know, a man will go above and beyond to try to please a woman.
Yeah.
Because again, it's in your nature to want to please a woman you want, but again, now the women have weaponized that against men, and the nigga never get to smash. Like, and now he you know what he hurt. You know, because men truly love women. They love opportunistically or conditionally. Yeah. Let that condition change. She might give you a week or two.
Solid joke.
Yep. She and what happened? She looked back and got that sulfur treatment.
I'm from my joke when she switched on him.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It says,
Wait, and then after that, oh no, I'm thinking of a lot. Yeah, a lot. It's
and that shows you that they always gonna look back.
Yeah.
If you deal with a woman and she done had a past, that's why it's important to know a woman's past, because she gonna look back to that past.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
It always happens. You check her phone, she talking to her ex. Your woman ain't supposed to have no ex.
a woman always has somebody that she gets leapfrog to.
Right.
Once that relationship's over, but now that's coming to an end because these women are crashing out on the internet talking about why there are no men. Nobody's approaching me. I haven't had sex in a year. Can't get a date. Can't get a boy. It's because you dug a ditch so deep that you can't get out of it now. That's how we know this place is collapsing. Even that's changing now, but it's still happening, you know, because there's still a lot of suckers out there. But that's coming to an end because niggas ain't got money to do that no more. They can barely afford it for their own lives. How they gonna spend it on? I don't know how OnlyFans is still operating, honestly.
Well, it's doing bad right now.
You know, the number one customers are Edomites anyway.
Credit.
Yeah. Edomites are through, man. And a lot of these crazy stories you hear that what women do to these guys, like they want to be dominated, literally.
Yeah.
And like spit on. Like Edomites said like that shit.
Yeah.
That damn fella bitch spit on me, shit.
I like to get pissed on and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
If you hear a woman say some crazy story like that, it was an Edomite.
Yeah.
But go ahead,
It says, yeah, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal and to sail upon the sea and upon rivers and looketh upon a lion and goeth in the darkness.
Yeah, why do you think men would willingly go to war?
Yeah.
Not so much more anymore, but why? To protect their families. Oh yeah.
Right.
Their woman, you know?
I'll go in water, bro. Okay, go ahead.
It says, and when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father and mother. Yeah,
You love your parents, but it's not gonna be the same kind of love for a woman, you know. You ain't, that'd be weird. That'd be some Edomite shit. So again, that's why, like I mentioned earlier, men truly love. They show it, through action. Man to go to battle, man, he'll get his ass whooped over a woman.
Mm-hmm.
He'll get shot over a woman. He'll work 80 hours a week for a woman. A man will do all kind of things for women. What do you think a woman will do for you? Most women wouldn't do shit for men nowadays unless she's your wife. But even then, they ain't gonna go to the extreme like a man will. Go ahead.
It says, yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women.
Yep. And we've seen it. We had to do it in this camp. Ran out of his wits for a woman. And then she still left his ass.
Sheesh.
He left the truth and she left him.
Yeah.
Cause what? They lose respect for you when you start worshiping them.
Yeah.
You start kissing their ass and don't put them in their place. They actually like to get put in their place.
Yeah.
They gonna lie and tell you they don't. But they do. Ain't that a saying? Don't listen. Do the opposite of what she say.
Right. And become servants for their sakes.
Hey, sips.
Yep.
So get that in the GNT, see what it says,
Oh.
because that's what the America has created. Bunch of men serving women
Data sent me.
when it should be the opposite. The woman should serve you. These niggas out here kissing their toes and shit. Just paying for his feet pics. Straight up, through. You see that, you're like, this guy the best thing for him is to get put to death.
Yep.
A nigga like that. And guess what? The old boy Shawab, that's what's gonna happen to him, because that's what he did. He became a servant for it, which he was always like that. But she probably gave him an ultimatum. I don't know. She was like, it's me or the truth. And he chose her. Old scallywag Edom.
Cool.
Go ahead.
It says, this is 1 Ezra chapter 4 and verse 26 in the GMTD. Some men are driven out of their mind.
See? Again, dudes go crazy over that. What they say, that pussy made him crazy.
Yeah.
Pussy whip.
Cool.
Yeah.
Man,
Was
that's to get you, but
that pussy must be good, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, no pussy good enough to make a goddamn man go. Well, it shouldn't be anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
Hey, but that's why the Lord have what certain brothers don't get
Wait.
women.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna be able to deal with it.
Yeah,
He'll go out of his mind.
yeah, you're gonna lose it, man.
yeah,
You know, then a woman when they know that they can play with your mom like that, they gonna do it.
She got that's what they want, drama.
Oh yeah.
That's why you gotta create the drama for her. Don't let her do it, But in a good way.
Right.
Because that's what they wanted. If not, she gonna go find it for somebody else.
Yep.
Gotta keep them on their toes, so to say.
Right.
Go ahead.
It says, some men are driven out of their minds on account of a woman, and others become slaves for the sake of a woman.
Yeah, slave. You're a fucking slave in your own house. You haven't been married for 5 years, right? And you're a slave in your own house. You got to go to the slavery plantation, then you come back home to be another slave.
Right.
That's not even worth a life worth living.
Yeah. And then he's in American society and pushing it. And then they'll put out that coping mechanism of happy wife, happy life. Yeah. That's not happy.
That's a precept for that.
Yeah.
Happy wife, happy life. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's a happy husband, happy house.
That's right.
How about that? But again, these women be they'll drive a man, over the edge, and now his whole life is ruined. So,
What do you read from the book?
This is
yeah, go ahead.
First Ezra chapter 4 and verse 26.
Just reading it, man. The Bible.
Okay.
First Ezra chapter 4 and verse 26. Some men are driven out of their minds on account of a woman, and others become slaves for the sake of a woman.
That's crazy, man. Captivity within captivity because over a woman.
They're going to debt.
Yeah.
Now you're a slave, a debt slave.
Yeah.
You become a damn debit card.
Over some box.
Yeah.
That is used.
If
Most
you-
likely. Yeah, exactly. If you, because a lot of dudes pay a lot of money, take bitches out on dates,
Just never
and
get it.
still don't get the boxes late. And then try it again. Take her out on another date and another date. And then 3 months down the road, she, because somebody hitting it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you giving her free meals. She order a little extra to take home, and you drop her off, and Tyrone come through.
This nigga living on playing the game.
Hey, so that shit happened to me at the job. When I worked at Advance, some dude the dude that found out about the videos. He told me the story after he'd been scoffing and shit, because he found the channel, and so he had been scoffing, and then he told me the story. That's what his girl was doing to him.
Damn.
He was taking her out and this and that, and then he found her in a parking lot with some nigga.
Damn.
I just laughed in his face.
Be like that.
Yeah.
It came with cheaters. So what are you doing?
And then the crazy part is, she hopped in the car with him. He took her home,
Oh.
and then so here I was like, wait a minute. So she was out all day with him. You found him in the parking lot, and then you gonna drive her home?
Oh damn.
Right.
I was like, damn. I laughed in his face because he had been scoffing.
Yeah.
He became a scoffer. He showed everybody at the job the YouTube videos, and that shit happened to him. I was like, hey, I'll let you how much you outside.
Yeah. That's the Lord. Because he tried to embarrass you.
Yeah.
The Lord embarrassed him.
Yeah. And then it had him put the spirit on him to admit it.
Yeah.
What happened? And because really what he wanted, because he was envious of me, because I was above him. I got promoted before him, and he had been there longer. And he wanted me to get fired. That's why he was showing everybody. But guess what? They couldn't fire me because I was the best employee there. Then I ended up quitting later on, but I was there for months after that. And they couldn't do shit. I was like, fuck it, what do you want to know? You want to know something? Ask.
Right.
That got to a point where they stopped asking. Yep.
Got you real for him. It says, others have been put to death, have ruined their lives, and have committed crimes because of a woman.
There you go. Every day niggas commit crimes over a woman.
Every day.
Or you got videos online of dude come home and she laid up in the bed, nigga come with a shotgun and bah!
Yeah.
And he going to jail now, even though she should be put to death. Now the man, because the anger,
Jealousy of
jealousy of man is his rage. He's going to jail for life or prison for life. When her and the other dude should have been stoned to death. Which what he did was a righteous thing according to the Bible, right? She blowing the nigga's head away with the shotty. But what? In this society, he's the bad guy. Which really he should have put both of them down.
Right.
According to the law. Got it?
Yeah, this is Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 24. It says, verse 34, so lock down. It says Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 34. For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in a day of vengeance.
You get that man to that point, he ain't gonna spare nothing. He'll get to the point where he's killing.
Right.
He willing to kill somebody because especially if you see it,
Yeah,
damn.
It's
Yeah, it's
burning
over,
in
Bob.
over.
Yeah, it's
It's
over.
burning in your mind.
If that's not the first thing that come to your mind, you're a bitch.
Oh yeah.
If you walk into a room and your woman's getting piped down,
Oh,
and your first thing in your mind is killing the motherfucker, there's something wrong with you.
Then you become a couple.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
and you became a servant. That's a servant. You don't
just
cut.
close the door.
You become like what's his name? Gorilla.
Yeah.
Gorilla Hebrew. That's the fucking nigga that went out his wits over the woman. I want you to wear that I love white boy shirt. What the hell? That is a faggot. Read it in the
I got an A.
okay, that's fine.
It says Proverbs chapter 6, verse 34 in the A and P. For jealousy enrages the wrong husband.
Yeah, it rages him. You know when they say all I saw was red.
Yeah.
You get someone to that
I blacked
point.
out.
Yeah, I blacked out. Hey,
Yeah. It says
because again, you had it. First of all, you had to get her in the first place, and then it's again going back to the possessions. Imagine you out for a run, and you see somebody drive by in your car, nigga flooring, banging them ears.
yeah.
What the fuck?
Bump
You
the
gotta try to
curb.
fight this motherfucker. So imagine a woman. You see somebody handling your woman like that. Hell no. But that's why the Lord set the laws how they should be of that kind of action.
Right.
That's a crime punishable like that.
Right. Somebody supposed to die. Hey.
And you know what? Going back to that story that the brother told me of that chick that stabbed his nephew in the heart. The family was pushing for life, right, or the maximum 30 years. Because she was 17. No, she was a nigga woman, but she was a 17. So they try to treat her as a minor. So the max was 30 years, which should be death, really. But nonetheless, the judge ended up giving her 17 years because that's how old he was too. But you know what the defense wanted? They wanted her to go to a boot camp.
What?
Yeah, man, what the fuck? Oh, what the hell? But that goes to show you the leniency that this system has for women.
Yeah.
Women gets less time for the same crime
Yeah.
that a man would do. Can
Yeah.
you imagine if he would have killed her like that, stabbing her in the fucking heart?
Like,
Yeah.
It's life. Yeah. Off the rip.
Mm-hmm. They would have threw the book at his ass. There wouldn't have been no trial. Go ahead, up.
It says he will not spare the guilty one on the day of vengeance.
Yeah, he won't spare it. There won't be no need to take him to trial. He ain't gonna spare you in that
He
day.
ain't gonna make it though.
Damn.
It says he will not accept any ransom offered to buy him off from demanding full punishment.
Yeah, that's right. Because of what? The jealousy of a man.
Yeah.
He ain't no stopping. He don't want to hear you out.
Yeah.
And again, especially if he catches you in the act.
It's over.
Violation.
Yeah. That's come on, man.
It's a transgression.
Yeah.
That's what Esau has done unto the wife of the Lord. What do you think the Lord gonna do? He ain't gonna show no pity. You ain't talking your way out of this.
Right.
I got you.
But then what? The scriptures say she'll act like she ain't do nothing. She'll wipe her lips like she ain't do nothing.
Right. Nor will he be satisfied though you offer him many gifts, bribes.
Hey, it's just like giving us. Nope, I ain't satisfied. Nope, it says like that. Now he ain't satisfied.
Yeah.
I give you this amount. Nope. It's like nothing can hunger. It's like satisfy that urge of him wanting you out of there because the rage and the jealousy that he had, unless he see you just completely gone. Got rid of you, and it's because why? He feel as if that's his property. That was his.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how you get jealous. You know, and if you have the experience, you went through that. Certain chicks, I ain't get jealous, so I don't care. It's not mine. In my mind, that's just. But yours,
Yeah,
it's
it's
certain
different.
ones, you get jealous by who making you smile,
Right.
this type shit, cause that's your job. I'm supposed to make you smile.
Yeah.
So on and so forth. Let alone intimacy. Pleasuring you. Who you know, you make those sound familiar. Hey, when you know that close, you know, knowing you, he knows you. You got.
Hey, and then that man, he'll try to plead. No, the boy, please, no, I'll give you this, I'll give you that. But the man, he don't want to hear that. You know, he want to see, all he see is red. So he end up putting you to death, not killing her, and he go to prison too. So now she done killed 2 birds with 1 stone. 2 guys out of there.
And she with another, with another dude.
4 or 5 times.
Yes.
What the hell, boy?
I had Jeremiah 3. Somebody was about that, but if you had a.
Nah, that's it.
You didn't have it? All right.
Jeremiah 3.
Yeah, Jeremiah 3, and then we'll switch kids.
All right.
So, because yeah, man, you know, as we go into these, you can get the parable.
Okay. Oh, we can get that parable.
But yeah, you know, as we go into
Make it Jeremiah 3.
you know, a woman playing a harlot, you know, no fidelity, a lack of fidelity, so to say. You know, that's how we was unto the Heavenly Father, man. You know, which is why we have separated ourselves from this world. We know that everything is tied within idolatry in this world, really what it is. You know, all these holidays, you know, certain customs, this, that, and third. This is Babylon the Great that we talking about. So we're in and out. That's why if you really in this thing, you start to lose friends of the world. That's just how things go, because your mindset changes. Okay? You somebody else's. You know, you don't belong to this world no more. So we have detached from this world. But hey, man, we started out in adultery, in these situations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is giving us a taste of our own medicine, basically. You know?
Can you read this in the AMP?
You got it?
All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 1 in the AMP. This is to say, if a man divorces his wife and she goes away from him and become another man's wife,
Which he's quoting the law, right? That's found in the law. If you know that woman leaves that man and go deals with another man, go ahead.
will he return to her again? Of course not. Will not that land where such a thing happened be completely desecrated?
Yeah, so it's like he double backing.
Yeah.
That's confusion.
Yeah.
You know, he dealt with you, bam.
Yeah.
Now she go deal with somebody else, woo, 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 and she bring all that spirits back to you.
Yeah.
And your spirit had already merged with us. Oh, that's chaos, bro.
And then don't forget if she end up pregnant.
Yeah.
Now you don't know who the father is. Okay? Now y'all gotta do a DNA test. Cause that's not the way the Lord set things up to be, man.
Because it's, you know, it's all in the spirit first. Them spirits intertwine. You know, they merge together. You know what I'm saying? So your spirit is on her. That's why, you know, when you go into the law, basically it was like when you saw a beautiful woman among your captives, it was like a period, and you killed her husband. It's like a period you had to wait.
Yeah, it was 30 days.
Yeah, you know, morning, like it's a certain time you gotta wait. You just can't hop right on that chick, because that man's spirit is fresh on her. So here it is. This man and this woman is constantly together. His spirit on her. And you know when your spirit on a woman, you know how she thinks, you know how she moves. You really get to know her. And you don't really know her until you actually know her.
Right. Yeah.
Right. If you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and then when you don't get to know her like that, what happens? There's a DNA transfer. Yeah. So a man, he instills his DNA inside of a woman like a codex, and she becomes a part of him.
Yeah.
You know? So when a woman has to have multiple man's DNA implanted in her, her mind goes haywire. She can't pair bond anymore. She becomes less of a woman. You know? Now she's just a female species.
Yeah.
You know?
And your spirit and her spirit ain't gonna never click like that.
Yeah, it can't. Yeah, because of them other DNAs that was already in them niggas fighting, having a Royal Rumble in her head, and you thinking you trying to find love in her mind, and there's 30 dudes up in there.
Hey, some scientists said that sperm makes its way up to her brain.
Yeah. Yeah, and they did an experiment where they said it stays in her body forever.
Yeah.
So it was a woman. She was married 50 years, and she died. She donated her body to science, and basically after 50 years, they were still finding the DNA of the men she was with before her husband inside of her. That means what? That whoever man or woman deals with, that man is inside of her and stays a part of her forever. You know, that's why we're supposed to be with one man.
Or that nigga was just in there last week.
Yeah.
And look, man, that's nasty, bro. If you look at it morally, because now his spirit on you. What, his spirit on you now?
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. You can't be. It's nasty. See,
Fingers.
yeah, we look at it. We look at it differently now. Like, adultery is like it's a vile act, man.
Yeah.
You look at it in a spirit. It's a very
It's gay.
immoral. Yeah, it's gay. It's gay. It's gay, dog, basically, man.
That's like a man eating a popsicle or drinking eating a ice cream cone, and he licking it, and you go taking and licking after the man. Like, that's gay, bro.
Yeah.
That's gay.
Yes.
His DNA already all over.
That's why if a woman deals with a man and that man dies, she's really supposed to go to the brother because
Yeah.
it comes from the same star.
Yeah.
Unless
If he didn't have
That's-
sons, if he didn't have
That's
sons,
what- yeah.
Yeah.
to keep the it's
Yeah.
not going.
Unless the husband died, he not the brother. Then she,
Yeah, then she-
Which is why that whole thing with the dude that spilled the seed outside was wrong. And the fact that he spilled the seed on the side wasn't the issue. The problem with the issue of what he did was that he didn't want to give her children for her brother, for his brother.
Fulfill the covenant.
Yeah, he didn't want to do that. It wasn't that he spilled the seed.
Yeah.
No, it was that he didn't want to give her seed because that was his brother's wife.
yeah,
But he had to.
That's part of the law.
That's an obligation. Yeah. Supposed to be.
But that's basically him, but there's another spirit.
Yeah.
Different spirits. Like I said, the same blood. Yeah. So,
Same lines.
yep, same line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's how the Lord bring that man's spirit back. You know, that's why the Lord set it up that way, because that it ain't about pleasure. It's about nation building.
That's just a byproduct. Like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
extra.
It's there.
Just
cherry
like
on top.
animals show you that.
Yeah.
Animals, we really the only ones that be like having it for pleasure. They thought it like that. That's just in them.
Every time you do it, you bust a nut, it's supposed to be in hopes of seed coming from that.
That's right.
And that's show you a blessing. The blessing.
It's a duty, really.
It's like that whole thing. This they call it sex, right? But it's really a ritual. It's
Right.
a righteous ritual that's supposed to be done properly.
It's
But
a
now
blood
it's been, now it's just freak offs.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's now to industries.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not really being done like it's supposed to be done in the right way that the Lord's made it to be.
Yeah. Yeah, and the elders was going into that. It was like how sex means to cut. Yep. It means to hymen. So really, when the man deals with a woman the first time, that's a whole blood ritual going on. That's a covenant being made in the heavens.
Yeah.
It's a blood compact that's being put together. That's why the woman had to have she had to show the blood. She had to have blood to show that, okay, we became one. That's the way the Lord set things up. And nowadays, when you deal with a woman that's not a virgin, it's not the same.
Yeah, that's why Yahushua said, if any man is basically shaming me in this adulterous generation, roughly paraphrasing, we all adulterers, man. We all the whole nation born the most holy and right. That's gonna show you the Lord is raising up, and that's why Paul likened us unto virgins. But the most holiest nation on the planet Earth, the Most High's people, are committing top adultery, man. Like we just born in sin, bro. That's a stain that the Most High he gotta clean up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he said, Yahushua, bro. That has to be clean, bro.
Right.
That's why the elect is going to bring back the nation properly. A clean bloodline. Because we're going to be changed. We've already been washed by the word. Then we get changed. That's going to be a pure lineage. No, not an adulteress.
Hey, what it say? Spiritual blood born of the spirit. Hey, really? We gonna have spiritual blood in this.
Right.
Oh man, hey, our blood gonna come from the heavens, man. Our blood gonna be we gonna be in the spirit, bro. We gonna be the ones born of the spirit, born of God. That's what scripture speak about. Being born of him. Now we're like him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that change is gonna happen, bro. We're seeing it right now, like the transition. Like, bro, it's noticeably anybody can notice if everybody knows the time is just going by way too fucking fast, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's noticeable at this point. Like, yo, ain't this shit weird? The time just really speeding like this. And look, nobody can control that. Revelation 12:12. He knoweth that he have but a short time. He can't control the time. It's it for him. The Most High is in full control, bro.
That's right.
That's why the only thing now is like, cause I remember I was building a call, I think yesterday. Like, if I say, yeah, I know if Paul Man's calling me, anybody else, brothers call me, meaning like outside of the brothers. I said, I know if Quan calling me, I need to answer this phone. Because my time is so precious. Like, you don't realize, bro, like, our time is so precious, bro, right now. Everything we move, every move we make, this is to make or break who you are. And look how a lot of people are using their time right now. As the Most High, the most precious time you have left. They wasting it, bro.
Yet had liberty.
And they'll show you that's how it's all spiritual, because we right here, right out in front of y'all, man.
Right in your face.
Yeah.
Right in y'all face. Y'all, y'all can't even see us.
All over the internet.
All over the internet, bro.
Some brothers on social media, different social media platforms.
Yeah. It says, but you rebelled against me, and you are a prostitute with many lovers.
Yeah, so that's the nation of Israel. We are a prostitute with many lovers. So we're that, that's that spiritual harlot.
Right.
That the scriptures is describing, man. As a people. That's why we separated ourselves from this world. All you to know is we separated ourselves from this world. And everybody at one point says, it's like you hate this world. We do, man. We do. All right, we don't want nothing to do with it. Nothing. It was an easy thing to separate ourselves from you, bro. Once we found out what was true, what was holy, what was righteous.
Yeah.
All right. We gladly forsook that shit.
Yeah. Scripture said we count all things dung, that we may win Yahweh Shai. But once we found out about Yahweh Shai and what he did for us, to hell with this
That's it,
world, bro. That's it.
Declared this world is evil, man. All right? The Esau, the so-called white man, the wicked that the Bible speaks of. The devil. All right? This man of sin is being revealed. He's been revealed. All right? That Cain came to see that mark. If anybody, they would kill me. This man has been revealed, bro. He's done. He's done, bro.
Hey, so much so that even the people of this world have come to find out that this man is evil, that he's wicked. You got Moabites that hate Esau and treat him as if he's a devil. Because that's what the word devil is. A liar, a deceiver. And everyone knows it now.
Yeah,
but it's like real quick. But they don't have that power yet to overcome him.
Yeah. You got small hats over there in Israel that's bucking up against their own people, bucking up against their own government. Scripture talking about a kingdom divided cannot stand. So you see in this man's kingdom become divided, man, his kingdom is about to go down, and Israel's coming back together. So our kingdom is about to go up, And Esau, he's starting to see that, man. He understands that his time is short. These elites, these everyday jokes, they don't know what the hell going on. But these elites, they see what's going on. They see it, and that's why they speeding things up. They got all these agendas. They're going to speed things up. Yeah. Why? Because they know they have but a short term.
Yep.
This last part, it says, yet you turn to me, says Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Yep. Yet we return back unto the Lord. Okay? Which is how we're able to discern the signs of the times. Going back to what we was telling you women, we submitted ourselves to the Lord, bro.
Right.
All right? And that's the order the Lord set up. We obeyed the Lord. And that's why when we deal with women, we expect, like I did it, shit, you gonna have to fucking do it too. That's how we see it. We don't see, the excuses and all that shit, whatever, man. You gonna come up this way. That's what we did. So we all, hey, look, you can't sit here and say, oh, it's too hard. Like, hey, you got men coming from the same flesh, same walks away of life, just like you.
Lord told you it would be hard.
Yeah.
Told you it was going to be difficult. Lord never lied to you and painted an image of following him being easy. That's what the Christian church told you.
Right.
That's not what the Lord said.
You have to carry the burden.
Yeah, cross.
Servant is not greater than his master. If the Messiah himself had to suffer to be seated at the right hand of the Lord, what makes you think that you're not? Who the hell are you?
Too much tribulation.
The scripture says the servant is not greater than his master.
Right.
So the same thing the master had to go through, what do you think his servant's got to go through?
That's right.
The same sufferings, man.
Yep, that's why we know Yahweh Shai, because we suffer with him. That pain.
He knows us.
Yep.
That's the same thing.
That intimacy. We just talking about the love between a man and a woman.
Right.
That intimacy, man, when you know her.
Yeah, that love between brethren, because we go through the same experiences, so that builds our bonds greater.
Right.
You know, can two walk together lest they be agreed? But we come to be agreed upon that the things that we suffer are all the same.
Yeah.
And the scriptures tell you that, man. That they're
Brethren.
it's in the New Testament where it says that they're all the sufferings. It's one is one way, another is different, but I forget exactly how it's worded. If it comes to mind, I'll
We all glory together.
yeah, something along those lines. It's we thinking that strange a fiery trial, something like that. But I don't think that's the one. But yeah, we all go through the same thing, so we're able to damn, what's the word? To be able to relate more with each other, and the more we're able to relate with one another, our relationship and bond grows deeper. And so it's the same thing with Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
That's how he knows who are his.
I got verse 20. I'll start at 25. Just give you some. 1 Corinthians 12:25 says there should be no schism in the body.
Yeah, that's the one I'm moving.
Yeah, verse 26, right? Kind of spirit. It says there 1 Corinthians 12, verse 25. It says there should be no schism in the body.
Yeah, how is it that we're supposed to all be going through the same thing? We're all supposed to be under the same spirit, but there's schisms. Where is schisms and something that's supposed to be unitedly going through the same tribulation? The same path is all, we're just in a line.
Right.
There's brothers that are ahead of the line that started experiencing the things that brothers that are now at that stage are going through. But we all are following that same path. So why is there schisms? There shouldn't be any, man. Okay? There might be things of the flesh that are different because the flesh is different, but it's all one spirit.
It says there should be no schism in the body, but that the members should have the same care one for another.
Yeah, same care one for another. Just as Yahweh Shai has the same care for his elect. He doesn't, have more care for one brother than he does another. No, he does it all the same. That's why he went up on that cross. He didn't just say, you know what, Peter and John and James, I'm really just going up on the cross for y'all. These other dudes, they just, it's gonna take some time for me to, to be, that like that with them. No, he died for all of us, all the same, man.
Right.
It says, verse 26, and where the one member suffer, all the members suffer with it.
There you go. So if one suffer, man, guess what? We all going through the same thing. Okay? We all feel it, man. When a brother's down and out, hey, we all feel it. And brothers will gladly put themselves in a position of low stature to be able to lift up another brother, man. We've seen it time and time again. Okay? As Yahweh Shai did. Like, Yahweh Shai lowered himself. He washed our feet. The feet of his disciples. I believe it was Peter, right? Or he did all their feet. Yep. So he lowered himself. So we lower each other. We lower ourselves for each other, man. Right.
It says, or one member be honored, all members rejoice with it.
And that's why when the elect comes, we all gonna or when the salvation of the elect comes, that's when we all gonna receive that same penny, that same reward for following the path and enduring unto the end, man. Because it's gonna get tough. I recently did a video on that, man. Things are gonna get tough. You're gonna have those feelings like, damn, this shit, I'm getting my ass whooped. But the difference in outcomes is gonna determine whether you're an elect or not. Or your decision on that thought. Is it gonna motivate you to continue to push to be perfected, or are you going to allow that shit to defeat you? And if you do get defeated, guess what? Then you follow under the prophecy or the verse where it says, if they were of us, they would have continued with us. But if they discontinued from us, we know that they were never of us. Roughly paraphrasing that verse.
Yep. This is Sirach 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Yeah. So where is this easy path that the Christian church talks about? Now all you got to do is just say a prayer at your front doorstep with this stranger that just walked up, and you don't even know what church you're a part of, and now all of a sudden life is going to be so much easier. You're going to be saved. No, man. When you come to the Lord, guess what happens? A torch or a light is passed on to you. So that makes you more susceptible to attack by the enemy, which is in part of the spirit, these demons, man. Because now they see that light shining in a space that used to be dark. So they're going to come and wonder what the hell's going on over here. Just like you go hunting or you going in the woods at night and you got a light, or you're in enemy territory and you got a light on at night, you're going to be exposed, man. The enemy's going to know where you're at. The animals are going to be drawn towards the light. And that's the same thing that it is in this truth. And we have to understand that when you come to serve the Lord. You can't think that, oh, I'm going to have this light and nobody's going to notice me. I'm just going to coast on by. No. Then I don't know what you're following. If that's what's really happening with you in your life, shit.
It says, prepare thy soul for temptation, set thy heart aright, and constantly endure.
And constantly endure. That's the end all be all of this path that we're on. We have to endure, man. And you're only going to endure in one way. If you have the spirit of Yahushua, right? That's the only way you're going to be able to mentally tell yourself day in and day out, I need to make it to the end for Yahushua's sake. That's the only way that I'm going to be saved. If I can just put up with all this madness, pray to the Lord, and have him deliver me when he pleases. If he do and he don't, what Job say? Shall we accept good at the hands of the Heavenly Father, not evil? So no matter whether the Lord let your ass through in those difficult times or not, you still got to endure the same, man. Yahushua had to endure the same, no matter what. He knew he still had to go through that.
I got the word endure real quick. It's endure in the etymology online. It's a verb. It says to undergo or suffer, especially without breaking, to continue in existence, to harden, to bear, to keep up, to maintain, to make hard,
To make hard.
to harden the heart.
Yeah. Hey, and through the Spirit, the Lord is making us hard, man. Well, you got to go through so much hell. You got to catch so much, trials and tribulations. That's the chastening of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He's making you hard, so that when hard times come, it ain't shit to you. Yeah. Scripture say we're gonna be you shall be in league with the stones of the field. Basically, you're gonna be hard as a rock, man. You're gonna be unmovable. And that's what the Lord needs for us to be able to be the men that we got to be in these times we're coming into. So it's all necessary, man.
Yep, those again being born of the Spirit, bro. Because what we doing is a spiritual walk. As Scripture say, we walk by faith, not by sight. We can't, That's the fight right there. Always a challenge, because we can't literally see the fight what we're fighting, but it's like you can't see it because it's a spirit. You know what I'm saying? You see what's going on in the spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, bro,
Yeah,
it's a fight, dude. But thanks be to our Lord, Yahushua. That's why he spoke about Ephesians 6 chapter. Arming yourselves, man. Putting on the whole armor and shit. This week, man, because throughout the week, bro, days be going so fast. So, we building, bro's busy, whatever the case may be, bro. We all got our own shit going on, bro. And you can tell, time just ain't what it is no more. Every brother got a different battles when they can lock in, when they can check in. But, bro, it's happening all through the spirit, bro. Everything is taking place. So we see the fight. We see how, this week is this is a spiritual fight. We really in a fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The Lord is callousing our minds.
Yeah.
You know, like a boxer, his knuckles after so much training, you know, he'll get callous on his knuckles and it don't hurt as much for those punches. So it's doing the same thing to us. So when the real punches really start to go, hey, we used to this.
Yeah.
We've already been callous, man.
Yeah.
So it doesn't hurt it. It's gonna hurt, but it ain't gonna hurt as bad. That's why these people they got they're indoor cats. So when they go out there to that heat, that feet's gonna burn up.
Yeah.
When it gets time, they gotta actually put in some work to get through things. They're gonna get them blisters on their hands.
Yeah, they're gonna fold.
You know,
Yeah.
you know somebody that ain't a woman that ain't sweet. If she's sweet and she don't get blisters in her hands, I mean, or if she gets blisters in her hands, that means she don't sweet.
Yeah.
But that means she ain't go. She don't know how to have to be humble.
Right.
And these people are gonna be humble because they're not callous, man. They haven't been trained.
Yeah.
Because that heat gonna get on you, and in the heat of the moment, you only going off of instincts, what you're used to doing.
Right.
So the heat is finna come, and the light is finna go off that instinct. So that constant resistance that you always go through in this flesh, challenging your reality, challenging your faith, this come up, that come up to try to get you tired. That constant tension that you've been keeping, the Lord gonna light that up, and you're gonna be out here moving heavy in the spirit, bro.
And that's the whole purpose of why we're being going through these difficult times. That's it, because the Lord could have made it easy to serve Him, but no, He gave you the difficult times and the adversity to strengthen you. The Lord gave it to you specifically for that, man. And you have to just view it that way and say, "This is to make me better. This is to train me, to prepare me," instead of seeing it as an obstacle or something to have to get around. Use it to your advantage. Use what the Lord gave you, man. And guess what? The Lord gave us difficult times. So use that to grow. You should grow every time you go through shit. You know?
It's like you looking for the next thing after that. Like, what's up?
Yeah.
Because you know it's coming. And you done been through the ins and outs so many times to the point now you just starting to accept that shit. Like you like walking towards it. Yeah. And you're not saying that we badasses, the water. Water. And humility, you know. So next day you are like, I got this.
Lord with
The Lord with me. Exactly. That's it. The Lord, and that's the confidence that the Lord. So that's why I said to the Spirit that what you instinctively do is gonna be what you do.
Yeah.
You just instinctively believe that the Lord with you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's that's all you meditate on.
Yeah.
In the Spirit all the time.
Yeah.
So you gonna tap right into that in that time place.
And that's the difference. See, because our strength it doesn't come from us. It comes from the Shai. These people, they're going to depend on their own strength. And when it's time to be strong, they're going to fold, they're going to buckle, you know, and they're going to be through. But the men of the Lord, that's what the scripture says, then they shall know who are my chosen. Because when they get bad, they're going to depend on the higher power. Yeah. You know, they're not going to look within themselves and say, I can do this. We're going to call upon Yehovah Shai. And he going to get us through, you know. That's the difference, man, you know.
Trust in the Most High. Okay.
Brothers, bring out Hebrews 12.
Now,
Hebrews 12, and I'll start at verse 2. Looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him.
yep. The author and finisher of our faith, man. That, bro, the book of faith. This who works we have entered into. Of faith of all faiths. That's why you got, the Hebrews, they call it the hall of faith in the Christian community, the Christian, the hall of faith, which is legit, it's the hall of faith. See, Yahweh Shai is the author and finisher of that, because it's through Yahweh Shai that all these people were delivered, man. Wow. That's why I faith in Yahweh Shai, that's what it's going to be about. That's how we're going to get the victory.
That's right.
It says, for the joy that was set before him, endured the cross, despising the shame.
Yeah, and that's what keeps us going. While you people getting just completely destroyed by demons, depressed, no hope, bro. Our mind is set like one day, this shit we ain't gonna have to do this shit no more. We able to meditate on the kingdom, Go ahead. We know that it ain't forever.
That's the joy that's been set before us.
Yeah.
We see it at the distance. The Lord said, "Look, this is down the road. You just got to get there."
Yeah.
That's it. And I've set it up to where, it's going to be difficult, but I've set it up to get you through it. And the scriptures talk about that with the same tribulation that the Lord maketh the way out.
Yep. So we going into this time of like, I don't know how the Lord gonna do it, but He gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's why every time anybody comes up from the outside the world or outside the truth, that hey, did you hear about this, or did you hear that this could be possibly happening? And we be like, yeah, good, let it happen. They're like, what's wrong with you? Why would you say that? What you mean? We need this to happen,
Right.
because we know what's on the other side of this happening.
You the crazy guy, but
Yeah.
they like the way that shit sound though.
Yeah.
Because I was one of them people.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit sound crazy, but
You gotta
I like it. You know what I'm saying, man? It tingles song.
Right, yeah.
Like
It stimulates a different part of the brain.
I take these man, these niggas crazy. It is you talking about apostles and,
Yeah.
and brothers and stuff, but you like what you like it.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like yeah, then your eyes wake up, you're like, oh shit. And you honor these men. You like these are the men of the Lord, bro. You know, these are the honorable men. You know, go ahead.
It said, endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what was set before Yahushua. He saw that the Lord said, I'm going to put you right here. This is what you're going to have to go through to get there. So that's why, hey, he did ask, is there any other way for me to get to that spot? But no, the Lord said, no, this is what I said you were going to go through.
That's right. That's right.
And then guess what? Yahushua has made us joint heirs with him. He's bringing us up on game. And he's laid out through the Spirit, giving us the homing beacon to know how to navigate.
Yeah. And he set up again. We give double honors to our elders and apostles. He set up men to teach us these things, how to move, bro.
And bring the children back to the fathers.
Yeah, elders. So that's why, hey, we here, bro. All things being proud, how about Yahushua, the Lord has raised up his ministers to minister only the most highly skilled people on the planet with the scriptures. And everybody is noticing that now. We the elephant in the room. The Hebrew Israelites, everybody, bro, at this point, everybody know about the Hebrew Israelites. All right? And this truth is about to take off in a way it ain't. Hey, the Most High is about to do some marvelous works, bro. Go ahead.
Verse 3, for consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be wearied and faint in your minds.
Yep.
Ye have not yet resisted unto blood.
Yeah, so we haven't resisted unto blood, man. Yahushua actually had to give up some skin, man.
Right.
Literally. We have, but we're partaking in portions of his suffering. It's like I know what it feels. I know what it feels. That's how you know someone. You suffer with them.
Right.
You went through hard times with them. That's how you really get to know someone. And we got to know Yahushua. We stuck in it and we suffer with them. So we know, bro. Look, nobody is more confident and convinced with how the world's going, what's going to happen than us, bro. All right, and not only that, because a lot of these people delusional hell, it's actually making sense and lining up. Events is lining up with what these things are saying. Yeah. You the only ones that can do that. Go ahead.
Verse 4 again, ye have not yet resisted unto blood, striving against sin, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children.
Yeah, the exhortation that speaketh unto us, man. The former prophets, all the gospels. Okay? Go ahead.
My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth,
Yep.
and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth.
Yeah, because that's what brings forth your obedience. So you no longer want to do you no longer want to do anything or trespass against the Most High because you now know him. And you know it'll hurt if you do go off the path. Choose not to fear the Lord. We know the pain and we know that all that entails, bro. That entails a lot, man. We got a whole laundry list, as they say, and stuff that we suffer, that we know about the Most High, is we don't want to deal with it no more, bro. We just want to be right, bro.
Yes.
That's it.
It says, verse 7, for if you endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons.
Yeah, obedience, bro. Like, hey, we're to the point where we feel like we're completely submissive unto the Lord, but at the same time, we're still in the flesh, which is why we're going to be dependent on Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because we ain't going to be able to do it on our own, but the faith that we have in Yahweh Shai, man, that's what's going to get us the victory.
Right.
You got it?
Because the Lord, if we can endure his correction, the father is going to want to give his son everything that he has built for, as that belongs unto him. He'll want to give that over to his son. And so the Lord wants us to be delivered. He wants to give us the kingdom. Okay, so we know that the Lord, when we go through these things, it's the Lord's way of getting us back in line, correcting us, showing us that, look, this is the way. Stop going this way, go back this way. So we know that it's going to come because we're not perfect. Okay, we know there's going to be times when you're going to veer off that path. But when you start catching that hell, don't look at it as a negative thing. The Lord is just getting you right back in line, man. That's where a lot of dudes fall out. They're weak in the mind and they start to catch hell. They think the Lord just ain't dealing with them at all. When in all actuality, the Lord is there with us, man, in these troubles through Yahweh Shai. Yep. Verse 8. But if ye be without chastisement, wherefore are all partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. Let me skip down to get to the bottom of it. Verse 10, it says, For they verily for a few days chastened us after their own pleasure, but he for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness. You see? So that we're going through these things, and we're going to suffer till the Lord comes back, so that we can be partakers of his holiness, man. So we can be where Yahweh Shai is, in the Holy of Holies, with the Heavenly Father, man. Verse 11, now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. We're going back to that exercising, man. And anything that you do exercise, you're going to get callous. If you a runner, you're going to get them on the bottom of your feet. If you lift weights, you're going to get them on your hands. Whatever it is, you're going to get callous, man. In one way, shape, or another. Even baseball, your fingers, they're going to get calloused over, man. All that gripping of that leather and, throwing it with force. But the more you exercise, the more you get, you gain experience, okay? And you persevere through those trainings, and you push through, and you see that the fruit that comes from that, man. And the Lord has given us the access to be able to view it from afar. This is what the end is going. What's at the end of it? Everybody else, they don't have the vision. They don't see what's at the end of this road.
Yeah, because the Lord is leading us through the Spirit. Get that real quick. Psalms 23. Hey,
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 23, verse 1. The Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, is my shepherd.
Yes.
I shall not want.
The shepherd, man. All right. You look it up. You got one that's shaped like, like this. Well, according to what you Google search. But hey, the shepherd, we use that rod to guide the sheep. And what we have in these times to be that rod, our guidance, because you go into it he also guides the sheep wherever they need to go. It uses to protect the sheep from wolves, Yeah. But the Lord said, I'm with thee wheresoever thou goes. So thy rod is the word. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be a stability of thy times. So the word is what's guiding us, man. You see how clear? Because we've been being hit with that.
Yeah.
Get back over there. The scriptures say we like sheep going astray. So if we're a sheep going astray, what he gonna do? He gonna take them. He gonna guide them and keep them together. That's why I was using that metaphor, man. That's how we rolling. You got
that one with the hook. Look like the hook is to put it around the neck.
the water. Hey, spirit, the water. Hey, that makes sense. Now, I remember seeing off of Toy Story.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The chick that used to fuck with Buzz Lightyear or some shit. She used a little. Yeah, but anyways, water. That was useful. But yeah, man, the sheep to bring them back in. Sometimes you might have to. Man, this went hard. Hit it, boom, and get them back over there. But that's the word. That's the rod. That's what's guiding us.
Yep. Right.
Is he present right here, bro?
Right.
Because wow, it took a spirit for us to, the Holy Spirit for us to receive this word, man. You know, so he's spiritually guiding us with his mouth, the words of his mouth. Matthew 10:20. You got it.
Hey, and another thing too, a shepherd has something called sheepdogs, and they pretty much help the shepherd lead the sheep to where they gotta go.
Right.
You know, so when you become to a certain level in this truth, you become, a guide unto the flock, man. You know, the Lord will you become a leader. You know, and then you got all these sheep coming. That's what Jacob's trouble gonna be about too. A lot of, and Isaiah 4:1, a lot of our people that don't know what the hell really going on, they're gonna be looking for
Shepherd.
a shepherd. You know,
The big shepherd, man.
that's right.
Because they're lost sheep.
Yeah.
The lost.
God, especially when all ever, they really gonna be lost.
Oh yeah.
They ain't gonna know what the hell really going on.
And they're simple. Sheep are real simple.
Yeah.
They'll just wander off from the big ass group.
Hey, we gonna be like Moses, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that's which is spiritual because Moses was the priest for all tribes. The
Mhm.
priesthood have been opened up to all tribes, so we all gonna be literally like priests, bro. High priests.
Yeah.
Here on the planet Earth. Hey, it's going to show you that the prophet is the highest position on the planet Earth over everybody. That's why Elder Haas said, "Hey, Donald Trump should be coming to us,
Yeah.
asking us what's going on, what's going to happen." You know what I'm saying? But we know behind closed doors, behind the scenes, they watching.
Oh yeah.
But you know, they supposed to be coming to us, asking us, "So what's going to happen?" Because bro, the Lord set up his prophets, man.
Yep.
That's what you see. Starting from our apostles on down. The true prophets of Yahweh Shai here at Great Millstone.
Yeah, hey, and you can prove that point. Scripture says you should be brought before kings and rulers. You know, so eventually, when that time comes, some of us might get face to face with these elites, man. They'll pull you in there and start portioning you and stuff. You know, put the transparency for a testimony. You know, so hey, it's all through the Spirit. And the Lord has us in this position that we're in right now, because when it comes down to it, the Lord is going to use these particular men out here teaching week in and week out to be, pillars, shepherds, judges, unto an innumerable multitude. And that's a heavy position, man. Yeah. That ain't something light, bro. If I can read this in AMP, heavy in AMP. It's amplified. It says, Psalm chapter 23 and verse 1, a psalm of David. The Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, my shepherd, to feed, to guide, and to shield me.
Yeah, so to feed, to guide, and to shield us. He's doing all that by the word.
Yeah.
Because when I be out on route down south, it's Edomites, so you see a lot of livestock and cows, and bro, all cows literally is just eat all day, bro. Like I'm like, damn, like, unless they laying down or like sleeping, they just grazing, bro. All day just grazing. So again, Yahweh Shai is doing us and leading me beside green pastures. That's this truth, this gospel. And even the physical things too. Food, feeding you, help making sure this done, making sure that done. He's gonna guide you all over, bro. You got nothing to worry about. Cause he's here. In the spirit, bro, as the shepherd. Go ahead, Baba Bashar.
It says, I shall not want.
So we don't want nothing, man.
Yeah, we're good.
We good.
That's right.
This whole basic lifestyle that y'all just dreading to live, just go, all I do is work and go home. Yeah, we complain about it too, but we know that it ain't nothing else you can do outside of this right now. Like this is the build up to the inevitable.
Yeah, breaking news. Real quick, breaking news. CDC elevates emergency level for hantavirus.
Oh, man.
Exactly. So,
Level 3.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
So
Sure.
this is
That's the first.
doing what we doing is the funnest thing we can do. This like we having a good time. We having a good time. What y'all talking about? We having a great time,
We're
man.
winning.
We suffering. You feel what I'm saying? We going to, yeah, it's still hurting.
Right.
But we're having a great time because we know that this is exactly going according to plan.
Right.
So we are enjoying ourselves watching this shit, catching the hell we going through. I hate to say kind of because he's like, who wanna feel pain? But damn, I'm kind of enjoying this, man, catching the day, bro. You know, I say it lightly, the world, you know what I'm saying? But, you enjoying it, all right? Oh, okay. No, I say it humbly. Yeah, I say it humbly, man. Because I don't want that extra time on my plate, bro.
Yeah, if we catching the hell now, it means that we about to receive the blessings later.
Yeah.
But so that's why it don't matter about the pain now, because we at the end of the pain.
Hey, to take a book or take a page out of Trump's book. Short time pain for long term gain.
Right.
We winning, bro. So because our mind is in the heavens. So that's how so you see how the Lord, the peace and even his joy, and we make laughs down this road, this path we're going down. And that's the path Yahweh. We being led by the Spirit. You see the path he leading us? I will lead thee through pastures, bro.
Yep.
Come on, go ahead. And it's all spiritual.
Right.
Yeah, is this above y'all?
You can't see.
Yeah, y'all can't see what we talking about, man.
Yeah. Hey, and it said to feed, to guide, and to shield me. And that's what you're gonna need these times we're coming into. You're gonna need to be fed, you're gonna need to be guided, and you're gonna need to be shielded from this destruction that's gonna be all around.
And those are all what attributes of shepherd.
That's right.
Because it also uses it to shield him. Wolf coming in.
Yep.
Yeah.
He used the rod. The rod in it. Come on, bro. They was in the spirit, man, singing. That's poetry right there.
Right.
That's him singing, bro. That's poetry. This was an individual in love with the Most High. But when you really into something intimate with something, or you going through something with someone, or you texting someone you love, or whatever, you typing or whatever, you just start flowing. Long ass text messages like, damn, this motherfucker snapping. Shit like that. You don't miss that type of stuff before, man.
Right. It says, he lets me lie down in green pastures.
So he was on there just intimate, just letting his love,
Yeah.
just letting his love flow, bro. How the Lord had him feeling.
Yeah. But this is basically a love song.
Yeah.
It's a love song, man. To our Lord, man. So that's we supposed to be in love. If you in this truth, you in love.
You not to Solomon, which was all about.
Exactly. Oh, exactly.
And what? Going back again to the parable we've been bringing out the whole camp. A woman and a man and a woman. That's a love song. So this is the greatest love song ever written.
And it's the greatest romance story.
Bro, yeah, romance story, exactly. The Most High and his woman.
Right.
No greater union than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's why it's the bidding of the marriage. Oh, he finna get married.
Yeah.
The son of the Most High about to get married. Yeah, he about to receive his bridegroom, bro.
In that music, so it's queued up. It's how before the bride comes out, that song starts. Hey, it's starting now. The bride it's already been prepared, so now it's time to show the world the bride.
Yeah. Showing how beautiful. Hey, that's why he said he shall beautify the meek with salvation. You know what I'm saying? You gonna beautify us and what, bro? That's that power.
Adorn us. Right.
Exactly, adorn us, man, and that's gonna happen on this side. He gonna give his man that power, bro.
Right.
Spiritual power. Everybody, all that stuff. You say, yeah, Jesus walked on water. All you fucking nerds and everybody that read the scriptures. Cause you get Edomites that get into the scriptures and they're obnoxious, man. Their way, how they teach and come on, man. But hey, that's him, bro. Go ahead.
It says, he leads me beside the still and quiet waters.
Mm-hmm.
He refreshes and restores my soul life.
Yeah, so when you drink water, it's constant refreshing. You feel thirsty, right? You drink it. It's always, I'm thirsty. You drink. Ain't nothing like, you know what I'm saying? It's cold. It's cold. Hey, I heard you. I was like, wait.
Yeah.
I had you playing on my Bluetooth. But I only can keep keep going. But I said, hey, that dude had me rolling, dog. I say, he had me rolling, but I understood him. Like, that's how that shit gonna feel, bro. And it's feeling like that right now because people like, oh, what's the news you just found out? We like,
Refreshing.
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, because y'all want it to end, but we know that all these events is bringing the end
Right.
because we being led by the Spirit. That's the them waters, bro.
Hey, every day, as the weeks go by, that have been going by this last couple months, it's something new every week for these people to be like, oh, fuck. The war ain't stopped, and now they talking about another Hana.
Yeah.
Boom.
I'm gonna show you that Esau is short on time. How you gonna bring all these major events out like this so fast? That's sloppy, bro.
Overloading.
Yeah, you don't have, bro. It took years to stage
Yeah.
a war.
Right.
We just don't have the time anymore, bro.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, when it was out at St. Pete, it would be months, if not years, before something would pop off again. That school shooting here, school. Now these niggas dying every day.
It's like everybody like, hold on, this bullshit is just funny.
Yeah.
You know, like it's noticeable. It get noticeable.
Yeah.
And then that's when motherfuckers gonna snap out here, bro.
Because they have nothing to live for. Back when we was out in St. Pete, they were, what, 2017 and back, nobody was on the internet bitching and crashing out.
Exactly.
Everybody was doing little stupid shit, little challenges, and ain't nobody got doing none of that shit no more. The show's over.
Yeah. Damn. Niggas just, hey, and they physically don't have time. You ain't got no time but to mourn. Damn.
Looking at your bank account. When that gas pump shit come out the station, that motherfucker shaking. This shit gonna be at least 60. If you got a truck, SUV, yeah, you looking at 100 plus.
Yeah.
And it's only gonna get worse. Your rent's due. The bills, electricity is going up. If you got gas, that's extra.
Sheesh.
And they saying that the El Nino's coming, so it's gonna be one of the hottest summers ever. El Nino.
Somebody's son.
Hey, at this point, Elise is typing this shit up good.
You're making up shit.
Yeah.
Tell them they El Nino is coming.
AC is gonna run all day, and they gonna blame it on the El Nino. The El Nino came through, and it's like,
He said psyops.
Yeah.
Mind effed right now. He mind effing you people, bro. He's having his way with you, bro.
Great confusion.
You because why you believe in him, you trust in him.
they believe everything.
Everything, bro.
Well, keep believing in it.
Yeah. So that's why he able to play with your emotions the way he doing. Everybody that's plugged in on this system, right now, he's just sending out mass confusion to you, man. He just blowing your shit up, bro. Your head gonna explode soon. You gonna snap, man.
That's what happens if you if you using a computer and you just keep opening up everything and just overload the processor system. That shit just fries. That's what's gonna happen to these people.
Gonna fry.
Literally too. Eventually.
Because this AI, this shit, they got that shit down, man. That shit is creating all kind of algorithms, giving them all kind of scripts and.
Well, the AI agents are gonna literally make choices for you. You ain't gonna look when them stable coins start to be handed out to people. You're not gonna have a choice in anything. The AI agents are gonna choose what you're gonna buy. Everyone's gonna have their own private what do you call it, accountant. And it's gonna be an AI agent.
Yeah, they're doing that on all these apps now where you got an AI feature now on all these apps. Snapchat, it's AI.
WhatsApp. You go to WhatsApp, when you open it up, the message, would you want to summarize? Nah, I just read it. but it's on everything. AI.
It's gonna control everything, bro.
Right.
That's why the only thing that's gonna be left is the men of the Lord. That's the only way you're gonna get the full truth of everything.
Yeah.
Right.
When they completely delete the system,
Yep.
delete all history, delete, just take complete control of the grid, and you have no access to information. That's what they call communism in like North Korea and stuff, where no outside influence can come in.
Which that's how it should be, but
You know?
and we have AI has a cloud. We have the true cloud that can be hacked, can't be penetrated, but only through the Holy Spirit.
Yep.
That can't be accessed.
That's why dudes are selling out right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They sold who they sold out. because they can't speak on the same frequency we speak. They can't speak the truth. Yeah. See, so you're like, yeah, we know they sold out. That's why the apostles they got experience. They able to see like, yeah, these dudes sold out because they done seen it enough times to see what dudes do with the doctrine. Take away the name.
Yep.
Start teaching all these.
Anybody can make it.
Anybody can make it. This dude got paid for that, man. Go ahead.
It says,
And it's like Esau pulled a fast one on him too, because they about to pull the rug, and that money they gave you gonna be no good.
Probably promised the nigga this, promised him that, promised Mercedes, and he believed it. He believed it.
hey, something heavy that you just said too, how the only way you're gonna be able to get this truth is from the men of the Lord. And that's gonna be through mouth. You don't have to be actually around these men.
Yep.
You know, because ain't gonna be no internet. AI gonna shut all these platforms down. So as we out here right now, you don't see nobody around. That's gonna change. People gonna. That's why the scripture says they shall run to and fro, trying to. They gonna be trying to.
They go on a scooter.
Yeah, how about shit? Yeah, I was shy.
Got hit.
Hit someone?
Can't run. Check the Lord.
Hit someone?
Oh, that's man.
He got
Hey, that's just the beginning.
Hit someone?
He got
It's
smashed.
gonna be a light judgment.
I wish that's.
Yeah.
Look at everybody so invested in it.
Oh, of course, a woman was driving.
The prophets are standing right here.
Yeah, he finna hit the law.
And we told you we judged her. Ain't nobody take a picture of her play yet.
Oh, yeah. You know that.
Through.
Smash the shit out of it.
Yeah, that's judgment. Go ahead,
Okay, so
I'm soon. Y'all get come on, bro.
it says he leads me in the path of righteousness
Uh-huh.
for his name's sake.
For his name's sake. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he cleaning us up. For his name's sake. Because you remember spoke earlier, this got to be cleaned up.
Yeah.
The most holy nation on the planet Earth. The most highest people. We are born all in sin, bro. Like it had to be some major cleaning to take place. And that was only by the blood of the high priest. The blood of the Lamb, Yahweh Shai, which has washed us thoroughly through his blood, man. That's how we are clean. Through the sacrifice Yahweh Shai put up, which was himself, man.
So Yahweh,
Go ahead.
bro.
Go ahead.
It says, even though I walk through the sunless valley of the shadow of death.
Yep, and that's Babylon, aka America. This is it. We see this is the most darkest and the most evilest place that you can be on the planet Earth. We look past the glitter, the bullshit. This is the most nastiest place you can be on the planet Earth, man. Morally corrupt. Where you can be the most filthiest person that you can possibly think of right here on the soils of America, bro.
And it's rewarded.
Right.
The bigger the demon, the bigger the reward.
Right.
Or the bigger, the bigger the abomination. That the more you make yourself a degenerate, you get praised. They'll throw you a parade. You get rights created around for discrimination. Yeah.
Yeah, you get famous.
A fucking circus.
They'll make you famous.
The loony bin in there.
Yeah. It's like anybody, an adult, anybody with their right mind would be like, this is a childish ass fucking society. This is a foolish society. And this is how the Most High looking at it, he's judging it. He cursed this place out, bro. Babylon. He told he gonna destroy. Most High was rebuking this place, bro.
Yep.
My sore displeasure, man. We done listen how the Most High felt about his sore displeasure upon this planet Earth, man.
Yeah.
I would have stayed on the road. That would have been a payday. He got up. He don't feel the pain yet.
He's homeless too, so he
about to get a free badge.
Hey, he gonna dance right now.
Yeah, he getting money.
Yeah.
Like
He did it. I would have stayed in the He probably don't feel the pain about training.
Yeah, somebody gonna get a ticket. How much it costs for Tampa PD to send them 2 units out here?
yeah, oh,
That costs money.
Well,
You know, the whole fleet, all this. Look, everything is starting to get affected.
yeah.
How much it costs to oil,
yeah.
gas, diesel, all. Man, look, bro, this place finna implode, bro.
We were talking about that when we first started because the fire trucks came by. We're like, yo, that shit. They got to start closing down fire stations. One fire station for the whole city.
Yeah.
Hey,
a lot of
Gotham City.
Yeah.
It's not.
Hey,
It's
oh,
not
wow, yeah.
out here, bro.
Good
Country.
Yeah.
They're gonna start letting the fires burn.
Yeah.
They,
Zero.
They said that a couple of years ago. They was going to with the police. They're gonna stop coming to certain
Yeah.
crimes. If they this level crime, you gotta figure that shit out on your own.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Ain't got nothing.
That's taxpayers' money.
That's
Yeah,
taxpayers'
wasted.
money, right?
And they ain't got too much money left with all the money they wasting on this war.
Yep.
And real quick, another thing about this pandemic. Remember Trump and Doge cut a bunch of jobs.
Yeah.
And Trump he went away from the WHO. And they haven't been dealing with the WHO. So and they cut a bunch of jobs at the CDC, you know, and all the other agencies that were here during COVID. They cut a bunch of jobs. So they do it on the news. He was like, "Look, America's not ready for another pandemic."
Yep.
So that's why they're gonna have to take it another level and be like, "All right, we gotta start this quick so it doesn't spread. Even if people ain't even get sick, yo, we gotta stop it from spreading in the first place."
Yeah.
Esau's the devil, man. He about to move quick.
He don't got the time. Like you're saying, this nigga got a short time. So we'll see how fast this shit freaking
And
progress.
the war's still going on. It's a great time.
Boy, hey,
Yes, for that.
that algorithm they on, boy, that shit is going fast as hell.
Right.
The algo spirit, you know, the elders used to do the World War III algo. And all these different components put together. Hey, go show you. That's why, you know, through the faith we have, that all this shit is scripted, bro.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's why we have, you know, so much confidence. We pray we're part of the elect. We hope we believe we are. And if we are, we gonna make it all the way through this. And if we ain't, we gonna ain't nothing we can do about it. But we tried. And we have faith. It works. You know, we believe it.
It's like if you read a book, right? You read the whole book. That was a great story. And then they make a movie of it. You go see the movie, you already know what's gonna happen.
Yep.
Right.
You know? And then we read the book. We read the book. Now we're seeing the movie.
Damn.
But we know how it ends.
We believe and we believe. See that? Believe like
Got the vision.
what? Yeah, exactly. What we saw, that's gonna happen. That's why we like we good. All the big steps and we
That's
heard
what
about that.
that's the movie. When the movie comes in, you see it.
Yeah.
You know, because real quick when they do that, the book's never the exact same as the movie because the movies they can't put every detail in the movie. So
You get more details out of the book.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Right.
but then you see it when it's a different story, you know, because you're actually now you're seeing it with your eyes.
Then you see how it got to that part.
Yeah. And then you know what's coming next.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is a good part. I know what's coming next part. So that's where we at, man. And we're measuring the times. That's how we know we're almost at the end of the movie.
Yeah. Look at this, bro.
That's a lot of gas money going down the drain.
Hey, that's why again, like all your civil services,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
sanitation, police,
Public
fire rescue, all the public service.
Yeah.
And public transportation. See, they cutting down flights.
Yeah. Right.
That's the fastest way of transportation right now.
Yes.
And that's the highest form of transportation. So to say the most sophisticated form of transportation
Yes.
is flight, the fastest.
And
Trains, buses.
international, obviously, but that's why Spirit Airlines had it closed. And they admitted it in the court that it was because of jet fuel. And because you know they sell the cheapest tickets.
Yeah.
So that
that was local. Yeah, that makes sense. They sell the cheapest, so they was ones not making the most profit. So of course the little companies get hit first. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the Lord is imploding this whole system.
Yeah, and they said how basically when Spirit came out, it basically was it cut a lot of these other airlines out, where basically they had to cut their prices because of Spirit.
They couldn't
So yeah, they happy they got rid of Spirit now. They're gonna jack the prices back up, and that means that the common folks, the poor, we ain't gonna be able to travel no more.
and how many 15,000+ jobs lost overnight.
Oh, yeah.
Bam.
Oh, yeah.
You fired, nigga. No severance check, nothing.
Yeah.
No. Well, we'll pay you for the next week. You still ain't got your check. You gotta wait till next week. That check ain't coming. They ain't got no money.
We need that.
That's gone.
I'm
That's
seeing
happening.
it, bro.
There's JetBlue. They already about to go out,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna continue. There's gonna be like 1 or 2 airlines left.
Yeah.
There will be airlines left, but you know how expensive them tickets will
Yeah.
be.
It's gonna be like back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
You had Con Air. It was like 1 or 2 airlines, and it only really rich people were taking flights.
Yep.
Same thing with driving. Driving's about to become a privilege.
Yeah.
And if you can find gas, it's going to be through the roof. And people be like, damn, to even get 1 gallon doesn't even mathematically make sense to do.
Yeah.
Where am I going to go with 1 gallon?
And then, hey, like you say, you got to choose whether, hey, I'm gonna go to work next week, or I'm gonna skip this bill to pay this. That's how tight your shit is. And
That's why they're going to need UBI.
and how tight things.
Says Psalm chapter 23 and verse 4. Even though I walk through the sunless valley of the shadow of death.
Yeah, and that's America, just a dark land. Even though we walk through the sunless, all right, valley of death. Go ahead.
I fear no evil.
You fear no evil. Why? Go ahead.
For you are with me.
Uh-huh.
Your rod to protect.
Exactly. So what's that right now? Again, this word.
That's right.
Learn this ministry. What? Starting with the name. We know all that. That's what protects us, man. Calling on the names of the Lord. Okay? Using our faith, different accounts, different things the Lord put you through. Right? That all came by the way of his word. Thy rod is with you. So the Lord right here with us through the Spirit, guiding us by the way of his word, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Hey, real quick, that's what keeps us stable in these times. Like, 'cause that's what you were going into. You forgot how people got to manage their money, what they gonna pay for it.
Oh, okay.
That keeps us stable because we go through the same shit, but we're stable.
Right.
Yep. You just, hey, the Lord, he gonna do it, man.
Yeah.
Whatever he gonna do, he gonna do it.
Hey, the reason why we can be stable is because you know the Lord gonna always provide. But they don't have that in the back of their mind. The Lord gonna provide. They think, oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna starve. You know, and they freak out.
They gonna take a chip.
Exactly. They
No
freak
hope.
out. They get it.
These people have no hope right now.
Right.
So Esau going, dangle the carrot.
And they did that during COVID.
Yeah.
The nigga was eating the burger and the fries. It's a delicious burger. And there's a fry element that comes with it. He was making something so fucking common as a burger and fries seem like something delectable. And that's how they're going to do when this ship come out, man. You want a burger, nigga? You ain't going to have a burger in those days. No. Ain't gonna be, if you ain't eating a bug burger, a shit pie, you gonna be craving a burger. So you're gonna say, ooh, there's a burger element, and if people gonna fall for that shit, they gonna go take it.
Yeah.
Just to get a burger.
Get that burger. I get a fucking. We'll give you 3 burgers. They go, oh, hell yeah.
Please take it. Hey, Esau's finna show you that you are a slave, bro. He cutting down transportation to get about the planes, bro. Like, basically, that's what he's doing. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. That's part of that.
I'm on vacation.
You can't get out of the country now, dude. It's hard to get out of the country now.
That's a lockdown.
It's locking down, bro. And it's all tied to the financial system at the same time. It's all going hand in hand, bro.
That's right.
This man is on the most highest algo. He think he's doing his own thing, but the most high control it. Go ahead, Al.
It says, your rod to protect and your staff to guide,
Yep.
they comfort and console me.
Yeah, so that's how we being comforted and consoled by the way of the word, man. All right, so we got a shepherd with us, bro.
That's right.
And if you just stay in that mentality, like, hey, the Lord with us, we together. That's why, it's important. The Lord, he made a body. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
We all being guided by the Spirit. The Spirit of the Lord is in all of us. So the Lord gonna use the body to guide each and every one of us individually. That's just how that works, bro.
We're gonna come together, so we're gonna have to be able to share. These people ain't got no one to share with. They ain't got, I'm talking about resources,
Yeah.
subsistence, things you need. in these last days. Because if you do that, then you can all do good. You know, we'll be able to deal with it. But these people don't even trust their own families. So they ain't gonna, your parents, they get, yeah,
Hey,
love for many wives and gold.
Hey, and they do that. You got these preppers. They'll have like a whole neighborhood. They all come together. But that shit ain't gonna last because they don't got the spirit of Yahweh. They gonna eat each other, bro.
Yeah.
They gonna be raping each other.
It shall come to naught.
They gonna deny it, bro. They gonna turn on each other.
Because y'all gonna be in the flesh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Moving off of the flesh.
Yes.
Because that's all y'all know how to do. Pleasure. You thought life, the devil lied to you and told you that life was all about feeling good and doing whatever makes you feel good.
Right.
Chase after that. Chase after that.
But
That's why the Lord said, ye of your father the devil. That's what your father Esau taught your ass, man.
Yeah. Learn from the devil.
You learn from him. That's why the chastening, you went into the Hebrews the 12th chapter, the chastening of the Father.
Right.
So we can know him. That's why he did that. He didn't tell us that everything was gonna be all do whatever makes you feel good. No, he gave us wisdom and instruction.
That's right.
And he guided us with the wisdom, with the rod. You know?
That's right.
So a lot of you people, man, y'all been taught by it's in y'all nature to just deal with the flesh. So you ain't been exercising your flesh, you gonna eat each other apart.
That's right.
Oh yeah, we got enough room down here, about 40 families.
yeah,
400, 400 families, man. It's gonna be it's gonna be murderers in there. Not but murderers. Y'all all murderers, man.
Turn the camera.
Y'all don't know it, man. Come on, bro.
you can't trust them.
Can't trust
The
that
famine,
shit, bro.
You don't trust some other people.
You trapped in a little cave in a famine, bro. You can't get out of there, bro.
Yeah.
You in there,
Just block them in.
and then anybody could be in there, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do whatever kind of battle. Oh, it's over for you.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord speak about an evil day that's coming. A day like no other. It's gonna get evil. You trapped inside a little mountain with 400 people. Y'all gonna eat each other alive in there, man.
Yeah. That's.
You know the Edomites, they devil.
Yeah. Hey, you know, in the body, you know, we all operate in the spirit. You got motherfucking that you don't know this person. You don't know how they live. You don't know how they
They
get
don't
down.
be the same guy as you.
Yeah, it might be a whole pedo, you know, trying to groom your child, and you stuck down there with this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Something.
Right.
One way or another, y'all either he gotta kill you or you gotta kill him. You know, so eventually all that shit it's gonna come to naught, man. That's not.
That's why you got to be in the spirit, man. You got to be with those that you know in the spirit, and you see that by but those that's in the ministry, they suffering with you.
That's right.
You know,
Right.
they believe in the same God you believe in.
Yeah, it has to be a certain standard,
Exactly.
certain protocol, and if it's not, it's gonna come to naught.
Go ahead.
You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies.
Yes, and that's the supper, man. All right, the ministry, the truth, bro. This platform, this spiritual platform. All right. Notice I said spiritual.
Right.
Because it's up Yahushua, that rock, man. This is the most. That's why the scriptures speak about the mountain.
Right.
It's small right now. I said platform. When you build it, it's small. But boy, when the Lord finna erect Zion, bro.
Right.
You know, we gonna go from a little small platform.
Yeah.
We just gonna that mountain being established, bro.
144,000
Yep.
miles long.
Yeah, and they say to back y'all brothers up, they say on the sudden to make a poor man rich. That's gonna happen like that's the mystery we trying to tell y'all, man. That's the mystery.
That's why on the left hand side they had the wicked Illuminati sign, the pivot, you know, the top of the pyramid. So you know, on the left hand side, on the right, you know, they mirror each other. You know, duality. Yeah, we ain't talking about no fucking whatever. But anyway, we are illuminating one thing. You know,
On the right hand side, that's how we're telling people. There's elites in this world. We're the elites in the world to come.
go ahead, bro.
Yep, suffer. Word suffering in the etymology from the mid 1300s. It says, and this is what the Lord is allowing, that's why we're growing. It says, allow to occur or continue, refrain from hindering, fail to prevent or suppress, also being made to undergo, endure, be subjected to,
pain, death, punishment, grief, injury, humiliation. This is all suffering. Bear, endure, resist, permit, tolerate.
Yep, and that's what we've been doing, bro. Through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shai. That's why I speak about, again, partaking in the sufferings of the Lord. He been right here with us. That's how we feel right now. He been right here with us, that shepherd that we just was going to, Psalms 23rd chapter. Been guiding us, bro. Go ahead.
Yep. Hey, through the spirit. It says, see the word sub, right? Sub, the prefix, it says under, right? Behind, under, right? And then it says to see the pyro, how you say this? Bird, right? The word bird, B-H-E-R, it says to carry, to bear children.
And that's the fruit. The sons of the Lord. Yep. The Lord, hey, bro, it's through the suffering. He perfected us, bro. And that's how Yahweh Shai was perfected. Where he just trusted in the Most High. You know, at this point right now, you got all the way up to this point for just trusting the Lord. Because if you stop, when whatever a trial tribulation you went through and you stop believing, what, you guys fell out. But all the way up to this point, you didn't let go of your faith, man. Regardless of whatever you went through. Go ahead.
Yep. And it says, and it forms all of these words. So you know how it got words, right? So you said ultimately we the Illuminati on the right hand side. One of the words for bird is Lucifer. And it says light bringing. Literally, it says light. It says light, brightness, to carry, bear. So we carry and bearing that light.
That's right. That's right. And that happened by the way of going through the furnace. So we can be bright, man. Right. We can be refined.
Right there.
All right. Yeah, right burn. You know, burning bright.
And he had powers.
Yeah. That's what's getting ready to come. That's the axe. That's what's getting ready to come. That's why the Lord said, look, man, it's written down what I did. But what y'all gonna do, y'all gonna do greater than what I did, man. Right. Why? Because I go to my Father. So what we getting ready to do, man, is getting ready to literally, you gonna stop watching Michael Jackson, this movie, Michael Jackson, all this, whatever that phenomenon of you losing, you having no control, that's something you will die for or get faint out of. That power is getting ready to be on us, man, in that day, man. We getting ready to be glorified through the Spirit, man. The Lord is getting ready to beautify the meek, exalt the humble. You got to
close out, bro.
Yeah, man. So at the end of the day, man, look, see the beauty of humility. See the beauty of not trying to be somebody and do this, chasing this and chasing that, chasing the dollar bills, or chasing a woman. Nah, you see the beauty of chasing salvation, man. You got a brotherhood, man. You got a body. You got unity, man. See what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, stay humble, bro. All right? Stay humble, man. Because what the Lord get ready to do, what you see right here, brother, it's gonna be down by the thousands. Ain't gonna be no trying to keep a number who ain't gonna be no time to pull out the phone and try to record this, man. You gotta be access to the elder priest Ash, like he said. Apply wisdom on the fly, man. You're gonna have to know I can't go this way. Like on the fly, the Lord gotta be with you in that day, man. And the only way the Lord can dial in and be with you like that is if you humble, man. All right? So stay humble, brother, and let the Lord use you. All right? And distill his knowledge. All right? As you increase in the spirit, you stay humble, stay knitted to the Lord, man. It's a spiritual umbilical cord. That way you can constantly be fed. So you can grow to be the man that the Lord is getting ready to make you in Jacob's trouble, man. Right. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, infinite glory. And as always, double honors to the head apostles and beloved elders of Great Millstone who taught us 100% truth according to the Bible, bucket thumb. Peace, love, and salutations to the Sakwani wa Achim. Amen. Shalom to the elect only, man. Shalom.